Yo, what's good, motherfuckers? It's another day. We about to get this thing cracking. It's another edition of the King's Court. As you can tell, I got my wonderful co-host. Let me switch this nigga over here because he just looks like he's talking to himself over there right now. We got the wonderful Queenie on the show. We got my man Charlie
Say
in the
what?
background. Y'all excuse Charlie. He
Go
over
this way.
there. He over there working. Mute yourself, Charlie. We just had this convo, bro. Mute yourself, bro. So yeah, we just had this convo. So yeah, we're gonna get it into it today, man. I'm tired as shit. This nigga over here looking like he's doing security outside the police station. We'll get back with him in a minute when he come back on the screen.
Not the
What,
police station.
what's going on with you, baby? How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful.
You feeling
I'm,
wonderful?
I'm feeling wonderful.
You been a good Negro this week?
A little bit.
Yeah, you been a
Shit.
good Negro. Nigga, which one is it? Yeah, what you mean a little bit?
A little bit. My halo was,
What's up, Charlie Mack? What's going on with you, big dog?
What's going on, God? Man, feeling good,
Man,
you look
man. Feeling good.
I'm tired.
look like you in New York.
No,
Anybody that watch,
I ain't under the big act.
Got that hat on out there looking like you in New York.
I don't even. Shit,
I had to go there.
y'all niggas ain't shit. Yeah, I just want to let y'all know that. But y'all like. Well, today is a good day. Today I'm ready to go off with real conversation. Uh, our very first clip was provided to us by the wonderful Queenie. I'm gonna kick it off. She did good this nigga only put one post in the thing. I was like, what the hell? I thought I had to fucking reboot the computer. I was like, what the fuck? Am I seeing shit wrong? This nigga normally hits me with at least 76 posts every fucking week. But this week she's trying to be right this week. So I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let the Lord use this little motherfucker the
That's
best way he
right.
know how to. But yo, this is our first clip of the night. We're gonna jump right into this thing. Let's go.
Man, y'all gotta see this shit here.
Hey, I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh.
Hell yeah, I think he fresh to death. And he dressed age appropriate. But man, y'all listen to what the hell these damn bullies got to say about him.
You're not fresh.
At all. They only saying that bullshit because they growing up in a generation where you wear your pants so goddamn tight that you can see the bankroll that you got from scamming somebody.
No, sir.
Man, it looked like he started second guessing himself. But no, sir. You look very well put together. This generation, they think putting designer on is what make them, quote unquote, put that shit on. When most of them be wearing fake ass designer and the shit be ugly and they be wearing that fake ass jewelry. I wonder what the hell they look like dressed up.
Okay, is it that today's man, if he dresses normal, is he considered to be a square now? Like if his pants ain't hanging off his ass, if he ain't got a belt hanging real low and shit, if he got to have his chain all popped out and be looking lavish, looking like he's on the street. But if a nigga is not dressed that way, he's not. He ain't dressed appropriate. Come on, talk to me, Quinn, because a woman said that. So you got to either defend or debunk this theory
No,
of
no,
niggas
I
gotta
can't.
be dressed like a
can't
fucking bum
I
or
can't defend.
good to be considered to be, fly. Come on, talk to me.
I can't defend those individuals. And I'm mad because I forgot to send the second video showing the person who said that. They're younger ladies that um, was talking about this man's outfit. Now he got on some fresh New Balance. He got on his polo at Ralph Lauren. And if you know anything about fashion, then you know he spent a guap on his little outfit. However, these young people think looking a mess is what it is. Now, the picture that they showed of that young lady, I wish I would have had it. I'm gonna bring back the second part to this. But no, you don't. The bottom line to this is they talked about that man, and his thing was, what was it? I'm not fresh.
Yeah, he told him he wasn't fresh. He wasn't
Yeah,
fresh.
he has now since gotten a deal with, I believe it's LRG, or LGR, something like that, a designer. Uh, they even got. I think he's working on a deal with New Balance. All this stuff is coming to fruition for him because of them people talking bad about him. And once he finishes this, I wish he goes back to finding them people who said this, because the little girl was looking a mess herself. Her pants was sagging. She wasn't matching. She looked a hot mess.
Well, that's no
Talking about the
difference.
man.
That's no difference when we sit up here and watch these young ass girls sit up here talking about a man got to make a certain amount of money for me, right? That the
Mm-hmm.
man got to be this, the man got to be that. But when you look at them, you look like you just been shopping at the Baby Gap. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that your jury ain't real, but you want a nigga to come in and be top flight for you.
Well, so that's the thing, I think I think we did a video where a girl was telling the guy he was, living in the same apartment with her. He wasn't worth her time, but come to find out, she was living with her mama and working at McDonald's or some shit. Girl, how you going?
Charlie, that reminds me of when they used to remember the term Captain Save a Hoe. You remember Captain Save a Hoe? What was a all right? What was a Captain Save a Hoe in your opinion? I can't hear you. Your, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Your mic is not on. Nigga, this nigga pointing. Your mic is not on, bro. Your mic. We can't hear you. Come back out and come back in because it's not us, bro. It's the whole line is saying that you open, but come out and come back in. Come on, but talk to me, Queenie. Come on.
Um, I don't even remember. I don't know what Captain Saberhole was because I didn't play in that field. But I'm assuming
But you'd
back
heard of
then,
Captain Save a Hoe. Hell,
yeah,
he had a whole
yeah,
goddamn.
I've heard of it. But I'm thinking maybe it was when somebody was on public assistance or something, and hoping that the person get them out of that situation.
No, that wasn't
That's
Captain
my
Save.
thought.
That wasn't Captain Saberho. Captain Saberho was a nigga that would trick off on any motherfucking thing. Captain Saberho was a nigga that was a captain that would save any hoe. That's what Captain Saberho was. And that sounds like the type of description of the man that they are upset with him for not being. They upset with him because he looks like he got a regular fucking job. They upset with him because he looks like he fucking, has a little control over his life. He's just not out here in the streets. That's what I picked up. Let me see if this nigga Charlie back in here. Charlie, talk to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Now, what do you think about this conversation, bro?
Oh man, come on, man. That's just them young people, man. You know, they don't know what real swag is. Your pants ain't tight enough, man. Your shirt ain't you ain't got that baby shirt on, and all that old shit. You gotta be tight as hell. Then they kill yourself out here to be fly, man. They don't know about that real shit. That's why I don't even
See,
pay
I
attention to
dress.
them, people.
I dress for me. I don't dress for nobody else. I don't care about what nobody else is thinking. I dress for me. I think about what looks appropriate on me. There have been times that I done went to the store and said, "Oh, that shirt looks dope," and then I put that motherfucker on and said, "This ain't me." This because it's just not my personal preference. You understand what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to be in the store saying, "Well, I wonder what folks gonna think about this. This fresh. I wonder if they're gonna find me, uh, if they're gonna accept me because I'm out here." No, 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 no. Clothing is supposed to be to cover your ass. That's what it's supposed to be. Now I understand if you want to go out on a special occasion, right? And you want to get dressed up and look appropriate for that evening. I get that. But to be coming out of a store holding two goddamn brown paper bags, that ain't the time for me to be trying to dress to impress nobody. I just don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like on an average day-to-day basis at work, I look like Charlie. I got a coat on and I got a regular uniform. I don't look like me. I'll be happy when I get home and can change clothes. Matter of fact, I just be happy to take the shit off, right? I don't necessarily be happy to put nothing on. I just want to take shit off. But guess what? If I see Charlie dressed the way that he is, I can't make an assumption about who this man is, and I don't know him. This just may be the attire that he's wearing for the occasion. Talk to
But
me.
that's
Ella.
what people do. But that's what people do. That's how they judge that book by the cover. And then once they see it, in a different light, here they come. I know y'all had women that's probably turned you down because of one thing or another, and then later on seeing you and they come up in your face. Hey, no, honey, go on.
Oh man, that's. Oh, you know what?
It's,
I crack up now.
it's,
You know what's funny? Because when I was in high school, you know, there was certain women, certain girls that you was like, man, that's that motherfucker bad. I'm gonna get with that one, right? So then you move on through life, right? And I didn't got to the age I am, and I'd seen them over time, and I've been like, oh shit, I'm glad we don't even have a conversation to even talk about hooking up back in the day, because you look fucking terrible to me. You understand what I'm saying? So
you dodged that bullet, God.
that bullet. But it wasn't about what the fuck she had on or how she. It was just about what I felt about that person at the time. It was the physical attraction that had got shot down for me. You understand what I'm saying? I listen.
Don't be talking about us. We gain weight when we get older.
Yeah, I get that. Niggas look different too. Shit, I didn't have these grays in my shit, even though women tell me that they like it. It took some time for me to adjust to it, for me to like it. So, I get it. To each his own. It's a nigga out here that will accept everything I will turn down. You understand what I'm saying? So it's something for
It's a
everybody.
fact, yo.
But I think people got to be real clear about what's for them and not being impressed by what, anybody else thinks. What I like is what I like. Period. I'm even learning now as I get older, like with the type of woman that I like, right? I'm from the hood, so I'm used to motherfuckers having a little mouth on them. But it wasn't until I started to deal with folks that didn't have so much mouth that I could appreciate a softer woman. When I was around them all the time, I thought that that's what it was. I was like, man, these motherfuckers wild. This is just what it is. I even took it as normal behavior, right? Until I went to Winston, North Carolina, and it just blew my fucking mind how all of the women were that I was coming across. I was like, damn, they don't act like Chicago women. So when I got back to Chicago, it gave me a different opinion about the type of woman that I'd be interested in. My interests change. Everybody has a right to change their interest in what they like as well.
It's true.
But
You should have changed your interest in that ugly sweater you got on.
nigga, let me tell you something. Bears is always gonna be on me. Just because you from a trap ass
Hey,
town, bullshit going on down there. Don't come dissing me.
I don't even wear coats,
Used to
baby. I'm a Packer
I'm
fan.
used to listen. I know.
you are
She's
what?
fucking me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why she's sitting there talking that shit. You just giggled and shit while she disrespecting the whole.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you are
Oh,
up.
I'm
You
a
a real ass up,
She a
G.
she a
I'm a
full
Oh
blown
man, you
op.
can't fuck with you, yo. You can't fuck with you.
G, she a op and she ain't even from Wisconsin. G, how about that? How about that, G? She repping her.
Hey,
She
them the
false. I'm
worst.
calling it false flagging. G, she false flagging.
Hey, I've been a fan before we even had a football team here.
Yeah.
So
Well, guess what? We always had a team
Where
here.
you
no,
at?
we didn't.
You
I
in
ain't
North
telling you where
Carolina
you going.
too?
No,
No.
nigga.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Nope.
I'll find you. Don't worry about it.
I could tell everybody because I done been to the house, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, come on with that. You want that smoke? Tell them come on.
I've been
Yeah,
there.
what's up? What's up? Where you from, man?
I know where she from.
What
Me and
you?
my nephew get along very well.
You said
You
what?
understand
I'm
what I'm
trying to
saying?
figure.
I love my nephew. Me and my nephew get along very well. I don't fuck with her so hard. You know what I mean? Because she's not a Bear fan.
That's all right. I'm gonna
I,
turn that
I I
phone
need
in.
to know. I need to know where this lady from. I'm trying to figure out why
None of
she
your
not.
business.
You must you
None of your
must be
business.
in
Rep
a
your hood.
fucking
Rep your hood.
trash ass town because you don't want to holler. You don't want to
Rep your
take up
hood,
for them.
G.
Tell me where you at.
Rep your
You
hood
was a
where it's
bullshit
hot.
town.
I'm gonna say this. Rep your hood where it's hot as fuck all the goddamn time and shit. Rep that shit.
Fact. She ain't
Rep
gonna
that
do it.
hot
So it
ass.
must be. You must be around a bunch of. You must be around a bunch of lames or something. You must have lame ass town. I
You
knew
don't want
something
no
was wrong.
smoke from
I'm
You was a Packer
gonna
fan.
give
You was a Packer fan. I knew something was wrong with you. Now I know.
you. You
All
you
right, I'm
don't
gonna
want
go
no
ahead and get
smoke
to
from
the next
here.
clip. I'm gonna get to the next clip because I don't want to fucking talk about her ass no more and that bullshit ass team and her hate for
We be
bullshit ass
whooping your
team.
ass.
Yeah, but guess what? We y'all best fucking rivalry. If it wasn't for us,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have shit.
And we be
Fuck
beating that ass.
you. That's recently. I'll take that. I'll take that. But in
I don't.
'85,
I
y'all
don't.
didn't
I
touch
don't. I
shit.
don't. I don't like you. I don't like you.
All right, here go the next clip, y'all. Let's go.
I don't know how I was set up to be this involved with the spiritual world. So for one, like the apartment I grew up in had a lot of paranormal activity. When I go to sleep at night, if I'm not sleeping next to somebody, I have to play gospel. I have to play gospel music
To this day?
to this day,
Wow.
or I'll get attacked. Like that sleep
Wow.
paralysis, like I'll get
Yeah.
that. But I get that every time if I don't play gospel music when I sleep.
That's wow.
Uh-huh.
So you always got to make sure it rolled, whatever. Like for you,
If I'm by myself, yes, I have to play it because I'll get it. Like I don't know what that's called, and I got to do more research.
Right.
But
and when you say attack, Saweetie, what do you mean?
like in my dream,
Right.
like you know when you can't wake
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and you feel like somebody's sitting on top of you.
Yes, man.
Like it's real, and especially when I started like meditating more, I felt like the stronger I became spiritually, the more I started getting attacked.
Okay. I got so many questions about this. Because to me, since she brought up the term spirits and stuff, it's spiritual warfare. She's saying that she got to grab a Bible. Well, the best option that I can offer somebody in that situation, because honestly, this is the honest reality. When I was like 20 years old, every fucking night I had fucking horrible dreams. They were fucking horrible. It was to the point where in one dream, it was like I couldn't walk. So when I woke up, my legs felt like they couldn't walk. But it took somebody to come into my circle and to teach me how to properly pray things. Certain things you got to cast out of your life. You got to have the power to identify and know how to talk things about your life. Some people are under the impression that things just happen to them and they just got bad luck. No, 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 you don't have bad luck. You have bad aura. You need to change your aura. You need to change what you talk about. You need to change possibly your friends. You need to change something. You can't continue to move in the same direction and 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 expect change. How do y'all feel about that? Like
Well,
today, anyone?
well,
Yeah, how
well,
y'all feel about that?
well, me myself, I welcome attacks. That means I'm doing the right thing. Because you only get attacked when you're on the right team, bro.
I can
Devil don't attack you and send his demons out unless you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Trust me. Yeah, sit at the
I
crib, and so
okay, but listen,
that's just how I
I
feel.
can agree with that, right? Because there are certain things happening to me right now that I identify, and I had a conversation with somebody today. I said, "Yo, this is happening for this particular reason." However, do you feel that you don't have the right, the privilege to stand up and ward things off of you that may be coming onto you that maybe be a negative force?
You have to.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah,
Because
if you could do it properly, do it properly.
okay,
Mhm.
how would you do it properly? What would be your suggestion of doing it properly?
Talk to God and tell him I can't take this. That's what people get fucked up how they talk to God. They think you got to pray all this old shit. No, you got to talk to God. You want your shit to go right, you have to talk to him like that's your dad. See, my relationship with God is so unique, it's ridiculous. I can talk to God like I talk to y'all, and he
Right.
understands me.
That's the
You know what I'm saying? I tell him in the door, I can't take this shit. I don't know what you got going on, pops, but I can't take this shit, man. Then I talk to him like that. He relieve a little pressure off of me. He don't take all the pressure off of me because he's trying to show me how strong I am. But if I tell him in the door, gee, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take a little of that pressure off of me. Tell him you can't, you gotta tell him you can't deal with it. You can't deal with them demons that the devil throwing. He gonna put a little shield over you then. But it's just how you communicate with God. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing no but testing, you trying to see how strong you are. You know, people don't
do you
understand each
okay,
other.
you speaking about God, right? And I agree with you totally about talking to God. I don't want to I don't want to take away from that at all, right? So hear what I'm saying. But do you believe that life and death is in the tongue?
Yes.
Because that's scripture based. Life and death
Yes.
is in the tongue.
Yes.
So what we speak sometimes, like I think, like, okay, this is what I personally feel. I feel like God sometimes says, why is you running to me and I've given you the power and I've shown you, I've told you what to do, but you're not operating it. To me, that's the same thing of Moses and him, all the slaves of what was they was in Israel or Egypt, whatever.
Egypt.
They was in Egypt. They had been praying for the longest time to get up out of bondage, right? God came and sent all of these plagues. And when they finally got out of bondage, what did they do? They they didn't trust the God that they was begging to for years to get up out of there.
Nope, and
They
built a
they
golden
created a whole
calf.
new nigga.
The
You
golden
understand what I'm
calf.
saying? So like, where is the well, I don't want to say where is it, but don't you feel that the responsibility of your life, right, is up to you? The decisions that we make, what we say about ourselves, the right and wrongs that we do in life, they all add up. They all factor in, right? Like,
They they factor in, but we got to be careful because our lives are already predestined. So he already knows the decisions we're gonna make before we make them. Where we make the mistake is that we can't discern spirits. Some people cannot discern the spirit. Then on top of that, you speak things into existence into your life. That's why you got to be careful when somebody say, "I'm gonna pray for you." No, you're not, because I don't know what you're about to pray for. You may unleash some demons into my life that I didn't ask for.
okay, but is it that you speaking it though? Like this what you just said. You just said having somebody pray over you and about what they say, they can unleash something onto your life.
Yeah, speak it into existence.
So that's what I'm saying. We have the power to speak into our own lives. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Days that I wake up in the morning and I'm like, shit, I don't feel like it. Guess what? My day sort of goes, it sort of goes like fuck it. But the days I wake up, not being spiritual, but the days I wake up and say, I'm gonna tackle this shit today. I'm like my mindset is in a different place, right? Then guess what? My day 9 times out of 10 goes a particular way. Not to say that trials and obstacles don't come my way, but the way I respond to them, the way I deal with them has an overlasting effect to the next thing that's going to happen to me. You feel what I'm saying? So by counteract, now I think it's a wonderful thing to ask God for His protection and ask Him to cover you and to be the help that you need. But it's another thing for you to say, "Yo, my life is about to change. I'm about to do stuff different." Because before I became the Russell that I am today, I had to speak it. It didn't happen overnight, but I had to keep speaking that thing. I had to say certain shit was about to stop in my life. I had to say certain niggas was gonna fall up, away from my umbrella. If I hadn't spoke those things, I would probably be doing the same fucking things, faced with some of the same problems that I wouldn't have to face if I took control with help, right? With help from God. But I got to take control of that. I got to move throughout my life. If I say right now, I want to fuck around and produce a fucking dope ass album, guess what? God ain't going to sit there and say, well, here's the music. No. I got to sit down at the keyboard. I got to figure out the bass line. I got to figure out any other sounds that's going to be in it. Then I got to figure out what the actual song is going to be. That's all up to me. When we talk about niggas like P. Diddy, I'm gonna play this interview. I'm gonna play this interview. And it's funny that we're going down this road because P. Diddy sort of talked about his his religious beliefs. And it's sort of, I'm like, ah. But when I start to listen to him, I'm like, it's not it's not a shock to me that he's going through what he's going through when you listen to his belief system and the way that he's about to talk in this interview. Check this out.
So love is really, could you trademark the word
Love
love
is
and
in
keep
the
it for
air.
yourself? I mean,
I am love.
hey, speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I. No,
It's all about love, though.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
really
true.
think-
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this go?
I also read in the New York
Yes.
Times that you tried toad poison or something like that? Eric Andre was here last week talking about he ingested some kind of toad poison that gave him a psychedelic experience of some kind, and you tried this as well.
Okay.
Did this not happen?
No, listen. I'm a type of guy I'll try anything once with an ambulance outside.
Oh, is that true? Did you really have an
I
ambulance?
had an ambulance outside, and I went through the best process. I would not advise this. Don't do this, because most of y'all can't handle this. Right? So, but I had an experience. I had heard like Mike Tyson and Joe Rogan talking about it. You have to be in the wave of just like into looking for what's past here sometimes to be into psychedelics. But it's something that I wouldn't recommend unless, you was using my man. And I'll tell y'all, I'll give y'all my man's number.
You have a good toad guy? You got a great toad guy? So you had the toad delivered.
I wouldn't. I would make I don't know what to tell. I would not advise it to anybody, but I could just speak on my experiences. I took the chance, and
was it positive? A positive
I
experience?
can't tell you about
You
it.
can't tell me?
No, that's the rules.
Okay. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Eric told me all about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he broke the rules.
He broke the rules? That's terrible. I imagine Mike Tyson eating the toad by accident. It was delicious.
And also, Eric didn't see what I saw.
Oh, what do you? Oh, well, Eric said I think he entered through the anus of the Milky Way and he said he had Thanksgiving dinner with God.
Here we go.
Is that what you saw?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that. Is it true that you had a dream about God that moved you to record this album?
No. I'm in constant conversation with God. I try my best to be, and I believe God is a woman. And so when I was asked, I haven't done music for 13 years. And so this is my first album in 13 years. It's my 30th year in music. And I got away from music. And God one day told me, she was like, it's time.
God talks like Michael Jackson?
Let me see. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, man.
Now, it's funny how people perceive their God. This nigga said he ain't done music for 10 years. And one day he was just chilling. He heard, it's time. And it told him to produce an album right before his ass got locked up. It's funny how people perceive religion and perceive themselves in religion, right? Like, I just believe that we have more power and ability to navigate our lives than we actually think that we do. How do y'all feel about that?
Give me some.
What do you say?
Go ahead.
Oh, no. What we do, we can manifest things into our life. And when you start to be learning how to manifest things into your life, you'll see a difference. But until you get to that level, see, even with the chakras, once our third eye opens, you'll see things differently. Now, when you communicate with the higher beings or the most high, it's on a level that many people wouldn't understand. You know, people play church, people play spiritual, but most of them are religious. They're following someone else. They're inside of a building following
They in
the
the bubble.
traditions of what's going on in there.
They in the
But
bubble.
when you become one, because see, I'm a tree hugger. I'm that person. I'm the one I want to be outside with my feet on the ground, so I'm grounded. My energy and everything else, my frequency goes up. And when my frequency goes up, different things happen. And a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, but once you get connected, you'll understand. I'll say that. But with him, he was tripping off of what he said psychedelics.
Psychedelics.
Okay. Now, some people may not believe this, but when I was in college, I had the biggest issue with religion, the Bible. I'm going to say that God in the Bible. And I had a friend that we argued every day about the Bible. And he was more in church than I was. And he was gay. So I'm like, how you going to church? You gay, you doing all this, you know. So this is where I was with it. And if this is God, why is all these things happening? Those was my questions. So I got to smoking weed. And I started noticing that when I started smoking weed, now we'd be outside in the little woods, whatever. It was like 10, 15 of us. But we started talking about the Bible. And things became more clear to me while I was high. So then I'm like, I need to quit tripping. And I did it when I wasn't high. And it still was clear. So what I started doing was preparing myself for the daily war, the principalities that we fight every day. And Charlie made reference to this. We got to dress every day. Ephesians 5 tell you, put your armor on. Once you get dressed, now you got to stay in the spirit. You can't come out of it. Once you come out of it, now you're dealing with worldly things. A lot of people get hung up in worldly things and miss the spiritual messages. They miss it. And like you said, we do have a will in our life. We have a will. We can make choices on our own. However, it was already predestined. It's in the word. It's already predestined. He knows what we're going to do. We just have to take the right path. I'll say that.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Charlie in here. Charlie, what you think about that?
Me, I feel if you follow any type of religion, I might get cussed out for this. I feel if you follow any type of religion, you are a devil worshiper. You worship the devil. And I'm gonna say this because the devil operates off confusion. What does religion cause? Confusion. God
Let me ask you.
draws in.
Let me ask,
Go ahead.
let me ask you a question. To that point, does the religion cause the confusion, or does the man cause the confusion within the religion?
The man and the religion is the same thing.
Mm.
Religion. See, you have to be a spiritual person. You cannot be a religious person because
Let me see. Let me look up the word. Go
it,
ahead.
it
I'm
don't
about
it
to look
don't
up.
wo- it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like, bro. You have to be spiritual, bro. If you follow any type of religion, there's too many religions out here. You're a Baptist, atheist, evangelist. Ooh, that's confusion, bro. And if you follow the
And
Bible, the Bible even tell you the devil draws all confusion. See, this is why I halfway fuck with the Bible because you can tell when the Bible is man-made. It's man-made because it takes little pieces and bits of the hip hop hits and have you all fucked up. See, that's too many. See, that's too much right there, bro. That's too much for you to have to decipher. God don't work like that. God is exact. He show
This
you
is the
what you need to
definition.
be doing.
Hold on 1 second, bro. So this is the definition of religion: the belief in and worship of a superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods. That's okay. Now that's an interesting analogy. Let me see. A particular system of faith or worship, a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Hmm.
Now, and if you go back into what is Ephesians 5, when it talks about you wrestle with the principalities, and see, then and with religion is man made because
So how could you
everybody's
follow
created,
that?
huh?
How could you follow religion if you know it's man-made? Why would you follow that? Makes no sense.
I
You
said I'm
are
spiritual.
blaspheming.
I'm
You blaspheming. If you sitting here, you know that religion is man-made. Why would you follow it? Why would you be a Baptist? Why would you be a Jehovah's Witness? Why would you be any of this shit? And you know it come from man. It doesn't come from God. You see what I'm
Okay, so
saying?
how do you
It,
feel
it
about
does.
how do you feel about churches that define themselves as non-denominational?
No, I don't. If you consider yourself a church, I don't fuck here.
Okay,
You a devil
but
worshiper.
are you familiar with churches that consider themselves to be non-denominational?
Yeah, I'm familiar. That's just a slick way to hustle you out your money. Because it's everybody know. Yeah, for real. That's all churches are for. To hustle you out your money.
Well, no,
With
well when it comes,
they came up with, bro. Why you gotta pay for a blessing, bro?
bro,
Why
no,
you
no,
gotta
no, no.
pay to hit a word?
Wait 1 second. Now you're getting into the tide side of it. I'm talking about non-denominational churches that don't follow under a Baptist name. They don't follow under a Kojic, Catholic, or anything. They just believe in God, right? So now I understand what you're talking about the tithes. That's a separate conversation. But my
But
question is, do you put them in the same era of those that fall up under denomination that
yeah,
say this
do you
is
still gotta go? Do you still gotta go? Do they still got a headquarters? You gotta go to church. All that. Do you still get that? Do you fuck
well well this is
with
the
them
thing.
non-denominational?
This is the thing. No, okay. The message from this is very tricky because some preachers preach about you coming to the church, right? Other preachers don't preach that. That's not what they preach. Other preachers have different ideologies, so that's a wide range of the conversation, right? But every preacher does not preach come to church. Some preachers are very strict based when it comes to their religion and what the word is, right? Not every preacher, because it's so they are so far in between that main majority branches of churches don't accept those ministries because they somewhat talking against, like they like talking like how you talking, like, yo, we don't do this, how you do that, like, so there are branches of religious factions or spiritual factions. Let me break down that word. Spiritual factions that don't believe in the traditional training of other religions.
You see how confusing that is, bro?
I know it can be confusing,
All
but I
right, all
get it.
right. Now, no, you see how confusing it is, right? That
I
don't come
can
from
get it.
God, bro. That don't come from God. You got to explain it too much.
Okay.
You don't have to
I
explain. You
hear
don't have to explain what comes from God. It's there. God explains itself. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to tell where this came from and where this came from and what they doing. No, bro. You got to do all that, bro. That's devil worship, bro. They worship the devil. It's
okay.
only
Well,
the man. He draws off confusion. Everything in his world, everything he controls is confusion. Everything God has is exact. God
but
don't
I
draw
don't think
off that.
okay, this is my question. Is there any man that is exact like God?
No.
No
So,
That's
man
why
is
you have to.
perfect.
but
That's why you have to talk to him. That's why you have to keep talking to God. You can't talk to
I
no
agree with
other man. You can't talk.
Hey,
I
I
can't.
agree with
It's not. It's nothing another man could tell me about
you. Listen,
God because you are
that's not where
not.
I don't disagree with you. I don't what just happened. Where y'all just go? Where Queenie go? Where you just go, bro? What the hell?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
what
had
the
a
hell? Okay. Okay. Well, that's not what I'm debating, G. I'm not debating that. I think. Oh Lord, there he go. He back on. He back on time. All right, we're gonna jump off and come back to that conversation because we got some more clips to get into. Let's go.
Guys, I just finished my date. I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry here. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. Came. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I just had this dress on and everything. And I had my hair out. Like, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit. And so I went in, and he was like looking around, like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay, I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down. I smiled, and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures. I do look like my pictures. I don't
No, you
Photoshop
don't.
anything.
Well, whoa. Let's look at that picture right there. You don't look like your pictures, baby. But we're gonna keep it rolling because what's right there is not what's right
I do look like my pictures. I
right
don't Photoshop anything. I tell everything how it is. I'm gonna insert at the end of the video the picture I put in. And he was like, you know, just being so quiet through the meal and all that. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I didn't bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not, I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil.
Okay. She called men evil because I hate to say this like that because you showed up on a date like that. You just left the date. This motherfucker looks like you remember Fat Albert? You remember that motherfucker that used to wear that motherfucking skull cap? That's how
Mhm.
she looked. On a first date, you just rolled up. And this is the crazy part. This is what social media is a motherfucker. Because he was looking at the pictures that she done posted, thinking that's you, thinking that's her every goddamn day. To find out, that's what showed the fuck up. Now I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad at me when I say this, but I'd be mad too. I'd be in that motherfucker like I'm ready to go. Like I couldn't even see myself wanting to even enjoy the rest of the date, the rest of the night, if I done rolled up and a chick is looking like this. I'm just gonna show you a preview again, one more time. Y'all see that? She just in there looking like that. That's what she looking like. That's what she looking like. But she got her pictures online looking like that. Now, guess what? She got her titties all up. She's sitting there looking seductive and shit. Her lips all open. But you showed up to the date looking like that.
Well, that picture is clearly her. Looked like she had her hair done and a little makeup
She
on.
she did everything.
Yeah, she had a little makeup. It looked like she was maybe younger and smaller at that time of that picture. Now, if you're going on a date for the first time, yeah, try to look better
Presentable.
than what she did,
Wordsmith.
because yeah, you don't show up like that. That's later on in the relationship when you go out looking like that.
That-
That's later on. That's later on. But if you're going for the first date, you might want to look a little bit more presentable than that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
let's get to the nitty gritty. If a nigga showed up, like if you looked at his pictures and you was like, oh, this nigga's nice, but that nigga showed up the day of the motherfucker with a tore t-shirt on, with an old dusty ass hat on, just and you dressed up for a date. Let's just say you even was ready to treat the motherfucker, because that's the role of the man, right? That's what his mind probably was. I'm about to pay for this date. So you get ready to say, I'm about to pay for this date, and a nigga just rolls up and you got your best shit on, or not even your best shit, but you looking good, and the nigga shows up like that. At no point in time are you gonna be like, oh no, it's still gonna be this nice ass Kimmy Poo that I'm getting right now.
I'm still gonna be nice, but I'm going. What's going on? Where you coming from? What's all this about? What's all that about?
Man,
Now it might not be no second date, but I'm gonna. What's going on? Why? What? You just come from work, the gym? Did you get jumped on the way over here? What?
look,
Something?
look.
Did you get jumped? You had to fight? What? What happened?
Listen, it's a certain thing just about listen. First of all, you got to respect yourself. If you show up like that, that means you don't respect yourself and you don't even respect the occasion of the date.
Yeah, and that's
You
some
haven't even
people.
opened your mouth. I can see you walk in the door. Listen, when she walked up to the nigga and said, "Hey," he said, "Who is you?" That's what she said. Oh, I said, "Who I am," and that. So he asked a couple more times, like, "Oh, oh." So you in there looking completely. This ain't the motherfucker that I was looking at pictures of.
Yeah, but remember when I said expectations and disappointments? You expected one thing, got disappointed.
Charlie, I'm gonna ask you just one time. If you looking at some pictures of a motherfucker and you like, all right, they decent, and then they show up completely opposite of that on the first date, what's gonna be your thought process, bro? I just want to know.
I'm finna leave,
I'm
bro.
scared.
I'm
On the
leaving,
very
bro.
first,
I gotta go. I'm not playing with none of that shit. You know that catfish shit. I don't do none of that shit. You're not looking like what the fuck you supposed to look like. Your ass dead with me. Matter of fact, I might. No. That was my younger days. I do that shit. But, no, man.
man,
Ain't gonna be no first day. Cause I don't know who the fuck
the
you
date
are. Who are
is over.
you? Who are you?
The date is
Dude, that
over
shit
with.
ain't happening.
See,
It's over
Charlie
with.
would dump me. Charlie would dump me. He see me like this with a picture, and then when I show up with an afro, he like, oh hell no,
No,
dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
that's a
I'm gonna be
definition
like,
of
I'm gonna
afro.
be like, no.
That was the whole fit. That was the whole fit. The
That
whole bang bang. That was all bad.
I might have on a sweatshirt or something,
Yeah. Okay.
depending on how cold it is.
Yeah.
nah, cause for the simple fact, you know who you coming to see. You better get yourself together
And
before you come see me. Don't come. You think you finna
coming
come see me with
African,
with anything on? Who the fuck you think you is? G?
my
That
sweatsuit
shit
on.
don't go that. That shit don't go that way. I don't go that way. You better put your shit together. You better go in that bathroom, and I'm finna go see Charlie. So I gotta get my shit together because this nigga's a whole fool. I would, because I would ask you, what's wrong with you? I'm not gonna sit here and ask. What's wrong? You hurting or something? What's no, B? You got some kids? What's going on? I'm gonna ask them to see why you fucked up like this. You can't tell me. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
Did somebody
Because
punch
I
you?
couldn't afford to get my hair done.
Then you should have
That's
told
your
me that
problem. You
shit.
should have. You should have came and seen me. Right? You should have came and seen me. Should have came and seen
Now,
me. But I'm gonna make
I
sure I'm
wanted to
right.
come on the date. I wanted to come on the date to
You
meet
want to
you.
what?
I wanted to come on the date to meet you,
Uh,
but I couldn't get my hair done today.
stop
That
on
day.
stop. We're not gonna. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do. No, no. Go get yourself together. Cause I'm gonna get myself
See,
together. I'm gonna go buy me a new
y'all
T-shirt.
tend
I'm
to.
gonna go buy me a new
And here you go.
T-shirt
Here
from
you
the
go.
gas station. I'm gonna get my hair cut. I'm gonna make sure my teeth are white. I'm gonna make sure I got everything. But you gonna, you're gonna be like, oh, this is cool,
I'm
nigga.
gonna be missing out, judging that book by the cover. Now,
No, the cover
Man,
lied. The
hold
wrong
no,
on,
book showed it, but
hold
no.
on, hold on,
the wrong book.
hold on. Now you saw the picture. You like the picture. Then you see me in my natural state, and you like, nah. Then the next time you see me, I'm looking like that picture again.
Yeah, but see, that's gonna be the issue. You could have looked
Hmm.
like the
Yeah,
picture.
that's the whole thing. Tell her, bro.
Listen,
Tell her.
listen.
Y'all
My
visual.
granddaddy used to say this to me all the time. When it came to dating, he told me this one fucking thing. He said, first impressions are everything. He said, first impressions are everything. He
I've
said,
been chopping it up with you all this time, and you don't feel that you got to put yourself together to
But
come
you,
see
but
me.
see, but the thing
I
about,
done
but the thing
sat here and
about it
been
is
talking to you, and
that first
no,
impression. That first impression. Now he just said first impressions is everything. You looked at the
mm,
first image.
no, I'm looking at the first impression.
man, go with your bullshit. Go
That's
on
my
with your bullshit.
that's my impression of you. I might be a wrong
Uh huh.
impression, but
But you
that's
didn't
my
talk to
first
me.
impression of you.
You didn't talk to me. You didn't done all that. So whatever that impression was, made you want to see me.
Listen, I'm gonna sit there and say, listen, I done talked to this
Mhm.
motherfucker and had a great fucking conversation, and I done built a rapport for this motherfucker to come in here and dress like this is not an occasion to dress up to meet me. That's what I'm gonna feel on that
Now,
first.
now,
That's what I'm
now,
gonna feel on
where?
the. I'm telling you, that's what I'm going to feel on the first one. Because guess what? The first date shouldn't be like what you doing. Nothing. I will come over right now. That first date should be like what? What you doing Friday night? Nothing.
Facts, facts,
Well,
bro.
you want to go out? What you want to do? So it's a conversation there, right? For the
Should be.
first date, it should be right. So if we've been going through the whole rigmarole of, because guess what? A man recognizes that he has to impress a woman to a certain degree.
Facts.
It's part of what we do because guess what? There are so many other fucking vultures running around here chasing the same piece of meat that we got to stand out. And this is what y'all don't get. Yeah, it's the same thing with y'all. Our first
You know why they? You
encounter
know
should
why
be.
they don't think like that, bro? You know why they
Hold
don't
on,
think
let
like
me
that,
finish.
bro?
Hold on, let me finish. Our first encounter should be something that I remember just down the road, just as a thought. It shouldn't be like, damn, I remember the first time we met up. You was looking hard than a motherfucker. You look like you just came out of the yard cooking. Yeah, out the yard cooking. You was using the sun as the heat. So that's a difference on that first impression. Now you entitled to come how you want to fucking come. But I am entitled just to the same degree to be like, oh no, that ain't doing it for me. And yes, you can come around a second time, and I can sit there and be like, why this motherfucker didn't come in to the date looking like? Because that's what I'm gonna think.
Mhm.
I'm gonna think, yeah, she look good, but I'm gonna be like, why this motherfucker didn't come to the date looking like this? Why she come? Why she come looking like she just got through fucking jumping rope? She didn't put no fucking value into what the time we were supposed to, but she in this party one look good. No, I'm gonna have a issue with that. Come on, Charlie, what was you about to say?
It's because these women, first of all, think being up beneath them, and they put themselves in too high of a pedestal. They think they could just come around a nigga any way they can, and nigga supposed to like, nah, get your ugly ass the fuck on up out of here. Why you ain't put yourself together for me? You know who the fuck I am? Like, dude, I'm sitting up in here, I'm put together for you, but you thought because you a woman and all niggas supposed to be thirsty for pussy and all this other shit, where you could just come in here like, oh man, you supposed to like, no, B. See, I'm the type of man to call. Man, I will tell you, man, get your ugly. What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? And men don't do that. It's part of man's fault too. You get to start checking these women when they do shit like that. We don't say nothing. We'll just leave shit like that. But I need to know what the fuck happened at your day that you couldn't put
I don't
yourself and we planned this date. Like you say, it's a Monday. We planned this date on a Monday. It's Friday. Why you ain't? Gee, you couldn't get nothing to put yourself together. You just come here. You think I'm supposed to just run for that? Could I? No. You better get your ugly ass the fuck on out of here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, gentlemen.
Well, y'all know y'all do that shit, man. Come on, nobody want to hear that shit. Y'all know y'all do that shit. You know y'all think a nigga would accept
I'm about to
anything
say,
from y'all just because y'all got that little
No,
funky
we
ass
don't do
pussy,
that.
and y'all
We don't.
might
We
suck a
don't do
nigga
that.
dick here and there. Then that's it,
wait a
G.
I'm
minute,
gonna
wait
That's
tell
why
you.
y'all
I'm gonna
do
tell
that
you
shit.
what. I'm gonna tell you what both of y'all are trying to say and saying it all wrong because y'all visual. But
a minute.
what you both need to be saying is she disrespected y'all coming in there looking like that.
Whatever it is,
That's what you should
it's
say.
unappealing. It's unappealing, and I
Because
don't. And see, like I don't have to go back and forth.
visually, because men are visual, I understand what you're saying. However, like I've always tried to tell y'all, sometimes you will judge that book by the cover, and once you start peeling back those pages, you'll see something that you actually like. You
Yeah.
miss some things like that. You will miss it.
Okay. Well,
Now,
I agree
point
with that.
the point
You can miss out on a nigga being able to peel back the pages because you came in that motherfucker with a ripped ass.
because of the disrespectful
Thank
way
you,
she
Lord.
showed up.
She
Because of
disrespected
the
herself.
disrespectful.
You understand what
She
I'm
That
saying?
you
disrespected
can say
herself.
that too. You can say that too. Because if I'm going to meet someone, now I want you to see me at my best, but yeah, you're gonna see me at my worst too. Because you might catch me one day with that hat to the back and them jeans on that
That's
got them
the
holes
difference.
in it. Hey, here.
That's the difference.
But you saw me looking good today. Now look, I'm gonna tell you, hey, this ain't always what you gonna get. Because you
Listen,
might catch me with that rag on my head, whatever. But
but
you
see,
know that when I do decide to step out,
like,
I'm gonna
okay,
represent.
guess what? I'm not fucking around throwing on a fucking nice shirt and all this shit every fucking day around my fucking house. So once you
Thank
get to know me, yeah, guess what? You're gonna come through the crib and you're gonna see the broken down me now. But guess what? You don't get to see that.
Sometimes I want to
thank
see
you,
that out
bro.
the gate. I want to see what you gonna look like on you. I want to see you
Okay,
rough.
all
He's
right,
a
all right. Well, I
liar.
pray
I
the
want to
next
see
few
you.
days.
I
I
don't
want to see
believe.
you
I
coming
don't
from
believe
work.
you.
I hope the
Who?
He
next few
I'd
capping.
days.
rather see you coming from work. Cause
I
you know
hope
why? I'm
I
gonna
hope
tell
the
you
next
why.
few days.
Let me tell you this. I want to see you coming from work. Cause when you all dressed up, that's that representative. I don't want to see him. Cause he fake.
Well,
I
shit,
want
you'll
to see that
probably
nigga
see that
coming. I want
already.
to see
We
that. I want to see
already
that dirty dude coming in. Come in. I want to see you because I know I can dress you up.
oh, whoa.
Man,
Wait a
dude.
Who?
minute.
Dude, I don't know
Yeah,
what's wrong
I
with you,
can dress you
girl.
up.
That you just
You,
get that a little fucked up, so I can dress you up. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Oh,
bro, you ain't
listen.
hit the button on her, bro. You got to get her the sound, bro. What's the sound? Whirr, whirr, whirr. You got to get that to her, bro.
And
What she just said.
I
You
can dress
know that
you
was a
up.
whirr, whirr,
I'll
whirr.
clean you up.
What? See what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro? See what I'm saying, bro?
Kim, I love you dearly, baby, but that came out fucked
Totally
up.
wrong.
It came out
You
like
one of
like a
those,
like
huh?
wait a minute, G. You came out like a nigga was a fucking doll and you wanted to hook. No, that's the way it came out. I'm just telling you the way it came out, G. Like you might not want to hear that shit, but that's the way it just came out.
A
I'd
doll.
love to see a nigga all broke down when he come home from work so I can fix him up. Whoa, what?
No, I said dirty. You're missing the point.
I surely am. Break it down for me. I think he missed it too.
Facts.
He did. It went
Yes,
over
I
You
both
missed
of
did.
it,
y'all
bro.
head. It went
Yes,
over
I
both
did.
of y'all head. Y'all mindset is somewhere completely
Explain yourself.
different. It's
Explain yourself,
completely
please.
different. What I'm saying is, I'd
Rephrase.
rather see you in your raw form, because I can look at you and be like, oh, I can look at you and be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I'm seeing you in your raw form. Now, and I can also picture you dressed up.
Okay.
If you
That ain't what
understand
you
what I'm
said.
saying.
That ain't
Wait a minute. Let me ask you.
I
that ain't
know what
what
I
you
said.
said.
I know what I said. I know what I said.
What year?
I'm making it
Let me
so
ask you
I'm
one.
making it so you understand what that meaning was. It came out a little
Let me ask
raw,
you one. I'm gonna ask you a
but
couple
that's
questions.
what I'm saying.
Let me
Like
let me
how
ask you.
y'all can see us some days looking a
I
hot
get.
mess, and
Let
you
me
can
ask you a
see.
couple questions, lady. I'm gonna let you talk. Answer these questions though.
Go ahead.
What year is this?
2024.
It's 2024, right?
Hmm.
How long have phones had technology where you could just hit a button and talk to a nigga, see what a nigga look like before you even go on the date?
I can't hear you.
Hold on, let me mute this dude because he got it in the background. All right, so how long has it been since you've been able to video chat a motherfucker, send a picture of yourself like in real time, like you're like, I'm over here chilling right now. You know, like how are we at that point where you can sort of figure that shit out before a date?
You can.
Okay. So again, you sort of done seen me around the crib. If I don't know, everybody might not be like me. I'm a video call your ass. Hey, I want to see your face. What's going on? You know what I mean? I don't know. Right off bat, we know this ain't no catfish. We know that was right. All right, that's you. Okay, let's talk now. Okay. So I've already seen the ups and downs of you. Like, listen, in this day and time that we live in now, I've been able to see a woman get how she looks at work, how she looks when she go out, and how she look when she go to bed before I even seen her.
Okay.
So when the date comes, if you come to the date like, hey, I'm just here. Hey, what's up? You don't see an issue with that for the
No,
first date?
no, no, no. The way you just put it,
Yeah, the way I
what's
just.
the problem? Because you just seen her in all those different.
Oh, you a fucking ass.
You just seen her in all those different. Now, had you not seen any of those,
Listen,
and she show up like it, I see the problem. But
okay.
now you just seen her in all them other rags on
No,
her head, whatever,
that
whatever.
still ain't the
See,
date.
that's why. That's
That
why.
was
I'm.
the
That's
beginning
why I
of the
said.
crib. That was
That's
that
why I
was
said
that's,
what I
that was
said.
us building a foundation to even get to the date. G. That was building a foundation to get to the date. That wasn't the
Okay, but
date.
that's why I said what I said. As far as like, okay, I want to see him in his raw form. I
Okay.
don't. I don't want to see you come busting up to me with this suit on and all that. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
I don't want to see that because to me that's a false. That's a false flag.
A false flag because a nigga want to dress nice
Mm-mm.
for a date.
No, no.
What's a false
You can
flag?
look nice. You can
What's
look
a
nice,
false
but that's
flag?
the representative. Because I know now you didn't put this on to be on your best behavior.
No. A nigga dresses up to look nice. To listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
If
some
I,
do.
well, listen to what I'm about to tell you. When I go out on a date, yes, I dress nice for the other person to look at me and say, "Oh, that looks nice." But I also dress for my goddamn self. You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying? I'm in the mirror like, okay, yeah, this sweater don't go with that. Yeah, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I make sure before I step out the house, I'm you understand what I'm saying? So when I get there, I know I'm presenting. It's not giving them a falsified person of me. I took some time to go through what the fuck I'm looking like for you. Now I ain't like a woman gonna sit there and take 3 hours to get ready. But guess what? I didn't shave this bald ass head. I didn't shave the beard up. You know, I didn't put some time into the first date. All right. Now listen, I get it if I say, hey, meet me at the bar. Because I think we got to make a distinction about what a date is in just a setting, right? So my perception of a date is we going the fuck out. Us meeting somewhere, because that's what a lot of people, and I've heard women describe this very first meeting as, oh, we just meeting over here at this little bar right quick, or we meeting over here to grab something to eat right quick. They ain't actually having a date. You understand what I'm saying? So in my mind, a date is some shit you put some forethought into. Where am I taking her?
Okay.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Make
Not
a
just what I got
distinction. Make a
on. Not
distinction.
just what I got on. Well, what the fuck are we eating? Are we going to the movies? What is the date? Am I buying flowers? Am I getting some candy? Am I getting a teddy bear? That's all part of the thought process behind, hey, this is the first date. Because guess what? I don't get no other first dates. You only get one. You can have a million fucking dates after that, but you only get one first one. So the impression that I leave when I leave that first date, because guess what? A first date nowadays, like if we think back in the day, a first date was supposed to be a date, and then you go home and the other person go home. So when I leave, there has to be an impression that I've left on you to secure the second date.
Fair enough.
And the same thing goes for the woman. If I take a woman out and she's sitting on the first date, like this nigga ain't putting no thought into what we doing. This nigga done brought me to the bar and he just drinking his ass off. He ain't giving me no conversation. Conversation that we are having is not even on my level. Do you got a right to be like, oh no, this nigga, no. Deuces. You was cool on the phone.
Yeah.
You
You,
was
yeah.
extremely
You have
cool
a
on the
preference
phone.
of what you
But
like and what you don't
meeting
like.
you in
Everybody
person
does.
is a different fucking vibe for me. You agree with me on that? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just want to see. What you think about that, Charlie Chuck?
You already know what I think about it, man. She, she
Hold on,
done.
you moving too much. You
Yeah,
moving too
I'm.
much.
Yeah, I had to get away from
All right, well, what you say?
shit. She already know, bro. She don't come, bro. She gotta come with her best, man. That best Diddy bump on that first joint, yo. You don't do that, bro. Yeah, cannot. Okay. I don't got no time for you, B. This all you got on your first time meeting me, yo. First time seeing me, B. You gotta be right, yo. You gotta be right, B. You ain't right, man. I gotta. Man,
All
gonna be
right,
the next skit on one of my lives. You play with me like that, for real.
Charlie ain't gonna kick somebody out.
I, I
Just
believe Charlie would kick some
He
ass.
just not gonna get rid of
I do
somebody.
believe that. I do believe Charlie is an interesting character, but I believe also at the same time that there are certain things that is in Charlie's mindset that he ain't fucking with. If he ain't fuck with it, he ain't fucking with it.
I'm not.
I mean, everybody had that though.
Yeah. All right, well, here we
Not like
go.
me.
Next clip.
My husband gave up on me, and we are right now at the courthouse. Well, I pulled up on him at the courthouse because he wanna divorce me. Right? You gonna give up? That easy? You don't know, but you up here. Did you fill out the paper?
It's like I'm on edge. Like,
Did you fill out the paper?
can I talk for once? Like, it's like I've been going through so much. Like, it's I'm debating. Like, should I go with it or should I not? Like, I don't.
We debating you up here at the courthouse. It looked like you made your decision.
Like, I'm just like, why are you here?
I'm trying to see if you really gonna go through with.
Next to me? Cause it's like I'm trying to. I'm thinking like.
You text me, told me you was getting a divorce. You at the courthouse. I pulled up on you obviously to stop this from happening.
Okay, so I know the volume is low, so I'm gonna break down what's going on. My man went to the courthouse so he can get a divorce. She popped up at the courthouse and she was like, yo, so you want to get a divorce? Da, 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 da. I don't know how I feel about that. I cause on one side I say, well, maybe she's fighting for her marriage, right? But then on the other side, I'm like,
Hmm.
why would you go to social media and put it on social media what your issue is? And even ask him a difficult question like that and expect him because they both were young, right? And expect him to feel comfortable in having a private conversation on social media. To That didn't make sense to me. That when I and from that aspect, I said to myself, if she does that, what else is she doing that's got his ass in the courthouse?
Well, did you hear what he said? Let me speak for once. It's like he is telling her he doesn't have a voice. It's like he's saying it's almost like she She took him. She's taking his manhood, the way he was cowering, talking, and he wasn't sure what he wanted to do. You could tell he was at a place where, okay, look, I need to make a decision. I'm gonna come down here. And, he texted her and told her where he was, and okay, and I understand her going down there possibly trying to fight for her marriage, but to blast that man on social media for what? Now you have 75,000 people, whoever looking at your video, chiming into your life, into your relationship. And it sounds like too many people been in that relationship anyway, instead of just them two. Because if she can do that with that situation, how many other situations she's done like that, done him like that? To just jump on social media. Everything don't need to be plastered all over Facebook or whatever, Instagram, where your whole life don't need to be on there. And too many people do that and then wonder why things fall apart. No.
What's up, Miss Seiko? How you doing? We got Charlie. Charlie, what you think about that, man?
Hey, man. The man in the courthouse for a reason, bro. Man ain't finna go through all that shit for nothing. She need to tell her side. Till she tell her side, she done did some bullshit. See, she done did some major bullshit. He up and finna get a divorce? Or you done did some bullshit, man. Just trying to make just trying to make somebody feel sorry for you. That's why you took it to social media. And you take some shit to social media, man, come on. You guaranteed for this divorce. You took this shit to social media. Oh, even if I thought about not divorcing your ass, once it went to that social media, man, it's on. Then I'm gonna destroy you on this motherfucker. So you don't do no shit.
I don't think people actually think how, the overall reaction to putting too much of their business out in the streets. That's the best way I can say it, because I'm hearing it from like how it was said to me back in the day. Like, you've got to keep your business about the streets. This is the crazy part. They went to the courthouse for a divorce. Just because he was there, that didn't mean that the divorce was going down that day. So if you want to fight for your marriage,
He just guaranteed that divorce.
Yeah, you just emasculated this man in front of everybody. That's crazy.
Yes, Maseko. She said he texted her and told her he was down there. But that still don't mean he told her to come down there and do what she did.
Yeah,
She fucked herself up. She fucked herself. She guaranteed to be by herself. She ready to be
Well,
a
see,
single baby mom.
If he was trying to make a decision off of her actions, then yeah, she didn't help him at all with doing that.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all gamble?
No.
You gamble?
I gamble a little bit. I be mad when I lose $1. So
Chuck, do you gamble?
I'm not gonna lie, I got a gambling problem.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting.
We're talking to a dude. I lost 17,000 in Vegas, bro. You talking to?
Well, you better be glad I wasn't with you. You'd have lost $1, because 16,999 would have been in my pocketbook.
Man.
All right, check this out.
I have $683.95 in my account. I don't have to tell you what's about to happen. You already know. Today's gonna be a good day or a bad day, no in between. I got $500 in my account. I paid some bills, so. Right, this is the part where my gambling addiction clearly is. I'm losing right now. Even if I win right now, I still lost.
Winner, congratulations.
All right, so I'm about to leave. I lied. I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I lied. Well, everybody that was in the comments that was telling me not to gamble, you was right. I should have never gambled. That's my fault, man.
No more bets. Thank you.
13.
That's everything. So.
Come on, come on. Give this man 24. Just had it. 36.
24. Black.
On one number, $25 on 22 is one number. Oh my gosh, it hit 22. It really hit 22,
man,
bro.
Look at that. The only number you play, man. Oh, shit.
Congratulations.
Yeah. There you go. Three numbers that come together. 22, 23, 24.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm done. I'm done.
Number.
I'm done. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Okay. I know people gamble, and I'm not gonna knock what y'all do, right? But I have an issue when I see people addicted to it like that. Now he came out in the end, he hit, right? But he was willing to lose it all to get there. And it's like with that type of mentality, did he even really get up out of the casino that night, or did he continue to gamble? Did he walk out with that 900? You understand what I'm saying? Like that
Not all of them.
compulsion to gamble is such a dangerous thing. And
It's a high.
that's a high I don't want. Like I I learned this when I was very young. Cause in the 90s, shooting dice was the shit. And I learned how to shoot.
Like, tear your ass up.
No, I listen, this is the thing. I had some niggas that taught me how to shoot. So I learned how to shoot, but I didn't like losing. And then when I saw the first nigga ever really get stomped out over a dice game, I said, no, gambling ain't for me. Because a nigga will lose to the fact that they get so far in debt that they can put their life in danger because they betting with the wrong motherfucker that day. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could lose your house. People didn't lost their houses. They didn't gave up their job. They can't even work because they have a compulsion to gamble. That's a dangerous thing. Yeah. Charlie, so talk to me because I want to hear what you thought about that. You know, saying that you
Shit. It's the fact. I don't believe he got up out that casino because he won.
I don't
See,
either.
that's the worst. That's the worst thing that can happen to you is that you win. Let me tell you how I lost this 17,000. I goes in here 16, 1700. I
Sort of
sit
stay
next to
still.
some
Sort of
white.
stay still. Sort of stay still. Because your microphone is moving on your shirt. So sort of stay still.
Yeah, I sit here and I sit next to some white guys from England, right? So we having a conversation, and while we having this conversation, I'm steady winning. The girl I was with say, look down, right? I'm not paying no attention, right? I look down, right? I'm up 16, 17,000.
We lost him.
Yeah, wait a minute. Here you come back. I see him trying to come back in here right quick. I can't. I can't. I really want to hear this story because the addiction thing is one thing I've always. Here he is, right here.
Yeah, it's the winning part. I
Yeah.
feel
Okay. Come
like
on.
I won 16,000, right? 17,000, right? I thought I could win 17,000. That's the part that it ain't the losing that fucks you up. It's the winning that fucks you. You know what I'm saying? So by me thinking I can win 16,000 more, right? They ended up taking a whole 16 to 1500 I had came up in there with. So really, I'm down like damn near $18,000, and I was up 1,500. But it's that greed that gets you up in there, and it's how they maneuver shit up in this motherfucker. You don't know when it's daylight. You don't know when it's night. You know, I was sitting in this. By the time I got up out of this casino, I was sitting in there for 16 hours. I was in there for 16
Oh,
hours straight. I didn't know because
Mm-hmm.
they don't have no clocks in here. They don't have no windows in the casino. None. So you don't know what. And if you got an addiction, which I do, to win. See, I don't got no addiction to gambling. I got addiction to win. If I win too much, I'm gonna keep going. If I lose, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I lose me 500, I'm gonna get on up out of here. But if I win 500, oh my God, I think you sweet as pie. So I'm gonna try to go win me another 500. And by the time I realize I ain't win the 500, I done lost 5,000 in those motherfuckers. So man, that gambling shit, man, that's some shit I wouldn't recommend to nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you do got a little problem, that's why I don't even go back to Vegas. I can't do Vegas.
I
'Cause
I
I go
can't.
to Vegas, I'm in
You
right up
just
into
have me with
luxury.
you. You'll be mad at me because I'll be hitting cash out. You'll be running me away from your machine. Get the hell away from me. No, here, and then I give you back $200. Here, take that. Cause yeah, no, that's 17,000. Mm-mm. You'd have walked, like I said, you'd have spent that. I let you spend that 1,500 that you started off with. I'd have left you with that and walked away with that. And said bye, cash out.
Yes,
You'd
yeah,
have been mad at me.
that's the whole thing. They gonna let you win because you're not gonna stay. You're not gonna
They'll let
stay
you
if
win
you
what?
lose. If you lose, see, that's the whole thing. Motherfuckers don't understand. You're not gonna stay if you lose. It's the winning
You ain't
part.
got nothing else
That's
to
how they
lose.
get you. It's the winning part. They get you geeked up, get you excited. Oh man, I won this. Now you're thinking about all the shit you can do with this money and all this. So you probably got some bills at the crib. Man, I can pay this bill. I could be up about 6 months if I get. Nah, see, they fuck with your head with that shit. And if you ain't got control of that shit, man, that shit will fuck you up, yo. You'll end up being fucked up, man. I went back on my account. You know how we got back to Vegas? Gee,
What
I had
happened?
lost everything, bro. He had a bag of change, bro. This is no cap. This is no cap at all. We had a that we had to collect to get back home. Luckily, we had this shit for. It was in the bag or something. I don't know. I guess this was God knew I was gonna do some stupid shit. So I had this change. I had about 50 some dollars in change. That's how we got back home to the crib. We ate. Got always some change. I went down here. I went down here with about $5,000, $6,000. Lost all that
What
shit
is that?
trying
Okay,
to win some more.
this is my question. This is my question. What is that feeling like when you actually have to leave the casino because you tapped out?
Man, you feel like the stupidest motherfucker on earth, especially if you was winning. If you was up, man,
You
dude,
can't, why did I stop myself? I should have stopped right there. Why did I?
come on, shit. Come on, shit. That's why motherfuckers,
Yeah, you
real talk, that's why motherfuckers commit suicide. That's why motherfuckers commit suicide and that shit, bro. I sat there and watch. I sat here and watch. I used to stay in Vegas so much. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I don't even like this motherfucker no more. But I sit here and watch people lose a house at the table, bro. Cars. I done seen all that shit, bro. Cars, houses, everything. Then they probably lost to
that's
one of their
that's
kids.
why it's a lot of, that's why it's a lot of pawn shops around there because they go in and pawn everything.
Yeah.
And see, I did that before. I was gambling with somebody else's money and not knowing what I was doing, and was had won 1,500. I'm on the $5 machine just mashing buttons. My mama, I went to Tunica, Mississippi, at that little casino. I'm just pushing the button,
Oh fuck.
because hold on, I said I had look, I had $1,500, not knowing, because at the time, the first time I went, the money used to hit, fall down in the bottom, and you see it. The next time I go, you hear just this little cling, 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 cling. So now you got to do some math. So I ain't doing no math. I'm just pushing buttons. She came over there and said, "You was up $1,500." I could scream so loud. Why didn't you tell me? I said, "How much I got now?" She said 300. I cashed out and walked the hell away from there. I'm out. Cash out. Cause it is, and all the bells and whistles, you just sitting there pushing
See,
and hoping that your whatever. I think I was playing Lucky Sevens or something.
at,
You
at one
no.
point in time, I had two friends, right, and they had a habit of going to the casino,
Mm.
and I noticed one would do sort of eyed at the casino. He sort of knew when to stop, right? The other one didn't, right? So one day we were having a conversation and they was asking me why I didn't come to the casino. And I said something about an addictive personality. I said, I believe I have an addictive personality. That's some type of shit that I'll get in there and lose my motherfucking mind, especially if I hit. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to tell me how good he was doing at the fucking casino. So I said, no, bro. I said, like, I don't even go to the casino with y'all, but I'm the nigga that y'all call every time that y'all leave. I hear the stories about how you like how you went broke that night. You know what I mean? Because he tried to say, man, like, yeah, I done probably won like, like a certain he like I done won probably about, like 18,000 over time. I said, but yo, G, how much have you lost
Mm.
in that same amount of time? So did you win or like if you look at the full game, did you win or lose? I said it's a difference between having a good day, but you so used to having fucking bad days that the good day really don't matter.
Yeah, I've been betting on these damn March Madness and NBA games. I ain't been winning. I'm mad.
Yeah, that's the Lord telling your ass right now. Stop it, nigga. And if you win, send me $50. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, here go the next clip, y'all. Here we go.
I just have one question. What did black women do to black men that was so bad? What did we do historically that was so bad?
You stole our children and used them as pawns for child support. You embarrass us on the daily by not dressing modestly. You talk about our mothers when we disagree with your behavior. You call us homosexual when we assert our masculinity. You lie on us to the world by telling them that we unalive you every 5.5 hours. You call the police on us and get us thrown in prison or jail more than anybody else. You disrespect us when we try to bring together our families, which is what you did when you brought up Kevin Samuels in your video. You claim that we're trash and deadbeat fathers even though we are the most involved in our children's lives. You always talking about how we bash you, but you never bring up the videos of us doing so. What you would rather do is just say it and then act like the videos we do post about you aren't about your behavior, mannerisms, and characteristics that we wish would change. Now here you are acting like a victim, crying to us.
Not to lie to you, I support this. Moses is right.
We can't hear you.
I said, what I'm gonna do is, I said, I'm gonna let the lady go first. So you got the floor, young lady. How do you feel about that? And I see Charlie is definitely ready to respond to that.
No, let
No,
Charlie go
no, no, no. I
first.
want the lady to go first.
Huh. I can counteract everything he just said. I'm not going to because there's some validity to what he said. In certain situations, things do happen. And we as men and women need to do better toward each other. Um, when we have a issue in our relationship, we don't have to involve the police. Now, are we calling the police because y'all putting your hands on us? Is that what that is? Then, as far as him talking about us dressing a certain way, well, think about how you men, I'm gonna put it on men on this part with these songs and wanting us to look one way and do one thing and telling us we're supposed to look like this person over here. Because y'all visual, so y'all want us half naked. Not saying all of us, some of us.
I don't want.
And can we take it? And can we take it to the extreme? Yes, we can.
Oh, I want to make a clean distinction. I don't want my woman half naked. Now,
I did not say
okay, I
all
just
men.
wanted to
I
make that
said,
distinction because it sounded the way that you were forming that conversation, as if all niggas think that way. And because I like my woman, to be my woman, I like her. Now she can do all kind of nasty, freaking, undesirable things in the house. Bless her heart. But when we out in the street, I want my woman to be.
let me finish what I
Okay,
was
go
saying,
ahead.
because the way society has painted this image, sex sells.
It does.
And yes, we do have men, black men, in all songs, wherever, whatever walk of life you want to put it, perpetuate that. And so women seem to think that that is what people want to see. Okay, and we do have men saying, no, we don't want to see that. Okay, we get it.
Mhm.
Now you can't change what a person does, male or female. But I'm talking about the females. You can't change what they do. Now, Charlie would say that we need to call them out on their stuff. Yeah, we've called them out, but they still gonna do what they want to do, dress how they want to
I
dress.
wasn't going. I wasn't going to jump
Um, now,
into this conversation. I'm listening though, but I'm about to go get my tequila. Go ahead. Go.
Now, as far as him talking about using children as pawns in the game, I've always said that should not be done. And it's done on a regular basis because hurt people hurt people. So somewhere in there, somebody got hurt, and in order to hurt you back, I'm gonna use your kids against you. That is not fair to the children at all. And if daddy wants to, and I'm gonna say it again, if daddy wants to fight for his kids, he needs to fight for them. But at the same time, some of them daddies that claim mama's using these kids as pawns, they won't even fight. They give up and run. So, that's something else in
I'm
itself.
laughing at the takeover right
Um,
now. I'm sorry, y'all.
well,
That about that run like you don't fight.
Oh my god.
Just peace with that.
Oh, I'm sick of you funny.
okay, hold on. I got somebody in the background saying that they don't fight because they don't want to mess up their peace with that. But yet, still, you want to complain that they're keeping my kid away from me. So, how important is your child if you don't want to fight for them?
Try to.
What peace would you have?
See, in this state, the women hold too much power.
Can I go, bro? Can I say something?
Hold on.
You said you said
Come
in
over
this.
here, and because we can't hear, it's
Come
a
here.
delay in the
Come
conversation.
here.
So tell him just to come on into the damn camera.
Here he is, right here. Now say that again. Pull up closer.
Can you see me? Damn, Ace.
I'm sorry, the dog wants to get in the video too. My security.
Relax, Ace.
It's okay. Say that again.
But like,
And for the audience out here, this is my nephew D Nail.
What's up, Big D?
what's happening?
It's good, young God. It's good, young God.
To keep fighting for that, like, cause you gonna witness me go through that. Like that disturbs your peace. But in this state, women have too much power to like, so we can't really fight them like how we want to. Like if we stayed in Texas, this would be no woman can use that. Period. So we can kill that without too much money spent. None of that. But like here, you got to do a lot. Like I spent a lot for my first child to even get what I got, and that Indiana state law, no, that ain't even worth me fight. That wasn't even worth me spending all my money for.
Your child wasn't worth you spending that
It
money.
is, but come on, we grown.
Okay, but still, it's like I said, it's not fair to the children.
It's not.
Yes. Now, and I do not condone or agree with women doing that. I do not. Never have.
Just exactly
And if
what
anybody,
exactly did she do?
you can't see your
Oh,
child.
oh.
He couldn't see his child, and so
Like,
he
I'm just
had to
now
go.
seeing one of my child.
He had to go through the court system to see. Now there is another one where it's a bigger issue because um she just didn't want him to see the child, period. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, hey, can you come? A couple years later, can you come get him, or can I bring him to you?
Yeah,
Type
when
of
they're
thing.
ready to get out and
And
go make another one.
Well, and that may be true, but my thing was this: through all of that, the child it was a child that was suffering. Yes, daddy suffered too because he wanted to be with his child. But my thing is this: that's your child. Fight for him.
Charlie, what you got to say? Charlie looked
Yeah.
like he about to.
Man, that's the biggest bunch of bullshit I ever heard in my life, bro. These women, they dirty as hell. Cause G, why would you even put me in a position where I got to fight for my kids? Cause you feel emotional, cause you feel I did something to you, man, that's bullshit, yo. I ain't see I'm the type of nigga, you can't give me that shit. I ain't fighting for no kid. I go make some up. You ain't finna play me like that.
Well,
You ain't finna
that's
play
what
me
you
like
said.
that.
That's what you
Cause that's
said.
the
And
dirtiest.
I don't agree
That's
with
the
women doing that either.
dirtiest shit. Man, ain't nobody trying to talking about that. Cause you party, cause you kept saying, man, them your kids, you should fight for them. Why would you put me in that position where I would have to fight for my kids? You don't gotta fight for yours. You don't gotta fight for them to be with you. They just with you just because. You do
So
bullshit.
Seiko,
We
No,
don't put y'all, we
I
don't
don't
take
have to.
y'all,
I don't have
we,
to fight for
we don't
me.
take
But at
y'all.
the same
Listen,
time, I gotta
man.
fight. I gotta fight for somebody to take care of them too.
Come on
I
here,
gotta fight for them to take care of them too.
no, you don't. No, you
I
don't.
gotta
No,
fight
you
for them
don't.
to take care
The reason you gotta fight to
of them.
take care of them because you
Who?
did
Hold
that
on, hold on, hold
bullshit.
on, hold on, hold on, sweetie. Hold on, sweetie. Here we go, right here.
Did you talk?
My witness is right here.
Did you say everything that you need to say?
My
Why I
witness,
can't say what I gotta say? I'm just
my
saying.
witness is
Soon
right
as you
here.
want to agree
I
with something, soon as you
never,
want to agree with
not
something, you
one
try to
day,
jump
not
in on some
one
shit.
day took daddy took daddy to child support court. Have I changed my phone number? No, my phone number been the same since 1993. I can't make a man do
So,
nothing.
so what
Now,
was
yes, I
your
could have
what
went
part?
downtown. I could have went downtown. I could have went downtown just like everybody else. I ain't doing that.
okay, hold on. Let me hold
I'm
on.
gonna stand
I'm
ten
about hold
toes
on.
down
Let me
on
say
mine.
something right here because I got to say this. We can't compare a man that just won't be involved in the life of his child to a man that is being held back from and got to go through all these loops and shit to be.
Well, you can't put all women in the
No,
same boat
I
either.
didn't do that. I just said. Did you hear what I just said? You can that
You
all
said
you
all
want
men.
to. I said we can't put niggas in the same boat, and we can't. It's got to be an even playing ground here because it wouldn't be cool if a nigga had if it was twisted the other way around and men had the majority of the kids. We said fuck you. You know, you just gave me my seed. Push the fuck on.
Mute, Charlie.
So does that make sense? I can't. It works both ways. If right is right and wrong is wrong, right?
True.
I know that was weird
Yeah.
to say, but am I correct?
Two wrongs don't make
That
a
ain't
right,
what
but
I
go ahead.
asked you. I said right is right
I know what you
and
said
wrong is wrong, correct?
all day.
Okay. So you can't do wrong by somebody and have them in a position where they're struggling to be just to be a father or just to be a mother. If one parent is doing that shit, right? The disposition of the other parent, is anybody looking at how this may be setting that person back?
It's not an easy fight.
Okay. Okay.
That's not going to be an easy fight. I don't condone the person doing that. But what I'm saying is don't give up the fight.
Well, listen.
It shouldn't be no fight.
Listen, no.
You're right. It
It
shouldn't
shouldn't be
be.
no fight.
Because
What
he
is you
is
making
one
him fight? Give me an example of what would make you make a man have to fight for his what that don't involve you.
you can't ask me. You can't ask me that.
Okay, now
Why I
listen,
can't?
listen,
Why I
listen.
can't? You got an opinion on everything. Guess why I can't ask you this?
Let me throw an
Because you don't want
analogy
to
out
tell the
here. Let me
truth.
Fight
throw,
to do shit.
let me throw an analogy
Make
out
you
here,
fight
and I
to
want to
do
hear what
shit.
everybody got to say about it.
I ain't gonna make you
Let
fight
me
to do
throw an
nothing.
analogy.
I'm gonna give you the opportunity. If you don't take the opportunity, that's
Let me
your
let me throw
loss.
this analogy out there, right? You said, what did you say about the fight?
Who you talking to?
Who's trying to
Queen,
try?
Queen, what was your comment about the fight? It was a comment that you made about the fight, about men and the fight for their kids. What it was a comment that you made. What was it?
I said don't give
Okay.
up the fight.
Oh,
and
whoa, whoa,
Charlie
whoa,
wanted to know
whoa,
what.
whoa. Well, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to Charlie right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about what you just said, right?
Yeah, don't give
Right.
up the fight.
Now, let me just use this analogy. In real life, you can get into a fight with a nigga from the street and be like, "Fuck that! I'll fight that nigga at any given time. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If we see each other, it's on." But would you say there would be a difference with the average street nigga and his toughness if he ran into Mike Tyson in his heyday? Would he have that same fight in him? Especially if he got into a fight with Mike Tyson and Mike whooped the fuck out of him. Like really just dog walked out of him. Just beat the fuck out of him. Does he really want to fight Mike again?
Go this
Think
way.
about that. Like if you get your ass whooped, are you really quick to
Just go
go
this way.
get your ass whooped again? And I think that's the disconnect that a lot of men are trying to say. Yo, we was in the fight, but I got fucked up. I don't want to go through getting fucked up like that no more. And it gets looked at as, oh, this nigga don't give a fuck. No. Most niggas are emotional and don't know how to deal with their emotions in the first fucking place. So when they get their ass fucked up, and especially in a court of law, you sort of fucked up. Like I'm not saying I agree with what my brother over there is saying, but I'm definitely saying I understand it. Because I've paid child support and it was paid fully. But what I had to go through that child's development, it was hell for me, G. It was hell for me. The only way I was able to see the kid was over my mama house. And then I had to have a conversation with my mama about, yo, can you let me know when the baby's coming over there? Because like shit, I will be over here, but you calling me at the last minute. And guess what? I'm out here drinking and getting fucked up. I don't want to come around my kid like that. The opportunity is like being dabbled in your face. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? Ain't as a parent, you're not supposed to want to go around your kid all fucked up if you out kicking it and shit. And in my younger days, I had me some kicking it days. I was getting fucked up. So my mama would call me and say, the baby's over here. And I'm like, yo, when did you know the baby was coming over there? Why didn't you tell me ahead of time that the baby was coming over there so I could have made plans to get there? It's the expectation of the man to just stop everything that's going on. It is. Yes, it is. It's the expectation of the man to stop everything that's going on whenever the baby mama decides that she wants to let the kid around the man when it shouldn't be that way. Regardless of whether, listen, regardless of whether we had a bad relationship. The only time that I would say that there should be a separation between things like that is if one of the people were like physically abusive and there was a concern about leaving the kid around. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's just me and you didn't work out, don't hold it against me to be a father and then hold it over my head like, no, nigga, you can't be today. Because I've had motherfuckers on what should have been court days where I was supposed to get the kid. I didn't get him on the days all the time that I was supposed to get. I done came over the crib on Christmas and shit with bags and shit like daddy's here. And the baby mama was more concerned about trying to get some dick than she was having my kid at the crib because the kid wasn't there. And thought she was gonna tell me like, oh well, come on in the back room. But I was like, yo, my baby's grown now. We done had other issues between me and you. You still on this dick and pussy shit. I'm trying to be a father, and you still keeping me from being a fucking father.
You see why a lot of women do that, because they still want
It
the
don't make
father.
sense though.
And if the father don't want that the father don't want them, then they use
Stop,
that
Nick.
baby as a
Told you,
pawn.
bro. I
Please
told
leave
you
that
better.
on here. You
And
can talk over here.
So go ahead. I hear you.
they use that baby as a back and forth pawn because they want to be with that person. Now, like I said, I'm going not fair to that child for somebody to do that to them. It's not fair to the father if he's trying to be there for the child, and here she is playing this damn game. No, that's not fair. But my thing is this: the same way she can take her black ass downtown to the courthouse, he can too.
Yeah,
Call down there like my niece's mother called the damn downtown 300 times.
yeah,
Do the same thing.
yeah. But let me just,
But men,
I'm
and
going to
I'm
give you a
gonna say
harsh
this, and
reality.
I'm gonna say this because you just said it yourself. You all are not emotional enough to do that. Women are.
I believe men are very emotional, but how we deal with our emotions are different. How they come out are different. Men are very inclusive. We shut every fucking thing down. We can be the most liveliest motherfucker at the party, but motherfuckers don't know we fucked up on the inside because we can walk around with the face of everything's all right because we were raised in the household again by mothers that said what happens in this house stays in this house. So we grow up with that. Okay, if and I say that's not always a good thing because guess what? If I'm being fucked up in that house, I ain't supposed to tell nobody. But as that's the training of a young male, especially a young male that don't got no father around the crib, a young male that gets into a relationship and he really is in love and shit, but that relationship don't work out. But a kid comes out of that shit, and then the baby mama say you can't be in the baby's life. Guess what? That young man, listen to me. That young man don't know how to deal with that. It's a difference when it's a grown ass man. But most children are created in that very early stage.
That young man that doesn't know how to deal with that was never taught that because whoever was raising that person may not know how to teach it.
Exactly. So
Not all, not, and I'm gonna say this: not all are taught that.
and then you deal with the fact of most black men have an issue with the police system, the court system, and all of that shit because it's not really designed and structured for a black man. If we gonna be real about what the black man's role is in the court system, it's really designed to fuck us up. So unless, and this is what we don't know at a young age, unless you get you a good lawyer that can go in there and talk that shit for you and fight for your rights, because if you go in there with that public defender just gonna next case, he getting paid any fucking way. To a certain degree, his job somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, and I believe that the plaintiff is supposed to be winning most of the cases because we're supposed to feel that justice works for us, but it doesn't. It
Well,
doesn't always work for us.
that goes into educating yourself too.
So I want you to know I'm not just like trying to just bash anything that you're saying, but I want you to see the difference in correlation because like who's that? Your nephew you say that was in the room? I heard that story and I was like, I've been there. I done been there.
No, and I went through this with him, helping him fight to get to see his kids. Now, one of them, that's a whole different ball game. Cause yeah,
And then
but
the other thing is once the kid gets older, then you have to if you do get the connection with the kid, right? There is a I don't know you and you really don't know me. How do we communicate as father and son, father and daughter? You understand what I'm saying? How do I get what is the communication between us? Because at some point, personally, right? My daughter, I love my daughter dear. But when I found out about my daughter, I was extremely excited. But when I got around my daughter and I recognized the upbringing that she was how she was raised, oh shit. I had a culture shock because what in my mind was my baby girl. What my baby girl was had a little hood shit in her. And even though when I first met her, it was very hey daddy, it was very much that. But when I listened to the conversation, it was like at some point I had to say, hey, I feel you, don't talk like that. But if as if it was one of my other kids, I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck you just say? It would have been a much stricter approach. But because of that disconnect of time and not being around the child, and I couldn't have that approach to that child because that child was a teenager at that point. You understand what I'm saying? And everything that has happened in that child's life has happened to them. Everything that has happened to me has happened to me. they don't understand the fight between mama and daddy. They just know daddy wasn't there. So we deal with that fight, and like I've really had to fight that issue of like, yo, I wasn't an absentee daddy. Yo, mama kept you the fuck away from me. I had a kid look at her mama and say, "Why did you do that?" And I've had to be the bigger man at the time and say, "Well, baby, it's not about that."
But
That
you know what? I meant to tell you, you shouldn't have stopped that because that child wanted to know why she did that.
I did
Because
too. I did too. But listen,
you should have let you should when that child asked that question to the mother, you should have been quiet so mama can answer that
I
because
understand what you're saying, but are you listening to the fact of last time I saw her, she was this size. Now she's this size, and it's a conversation going on, right? At a party that I got for her because I got all my family there. It's a barbecue. I'm trying to keep a situation cool on the very first meeting. Now, guess what? If this would have been a conversation that we probably would have had, like a month from that point, I probably would have been completely open to yeah, like yeah, why you fuck you do that? But for me to be around my daughter for the first time, I had to tell my daughter, baby, don't worry about that. Daddy here now. Even though I felt like, bitch, yeah, why you do that? Why the fuck did you get up and take the kid out the state and didn't tell me that the kid was out the state? Why did I find out? Because I'm the only nigga that I know that went to court looking for my kid, but they was telling me that she was in the hurricane down in Katrina or whatever the fuck that was. Why did I have to go? But guess what? I had to hold back at that fucking moment because if I would have opened my mouth at that moment,
it
the
wasn't for
whole
you.
experience. Listen what I'm saying. If I would have opened my mouth at that moment, the whole experience for my daughter would have been fucked up. The whole barbecue, my family being there, everything. Because guess what? My family was gonna ride with me. Because guess what? I had everybody there. Everybody was excited about meeting her. You understand what I'm saying? But in that moment, and my girl was right there. The woman that I was living with was right there. So I had the whole army ready to go for me. But I had to look at that little girl that I had not seen in 15, 16, 14, 15 years. That I'm looking at and saying like, yo, I saw my baby, but I got this girl that is developed and is got shaped like her mama. What the fuck? I'm taking all this in at the same time. So if I really wanted to be an asshole, I could have just because that was the time for me to do that. It was in me to do that.
What I'm saying is now you're talking about you and how you were feeling as far as saying you wanted to ask that question, ask why you did it. That child asked her mother. She did that for a reason because mama along the lines between from the time she took her away till she got back to you, mama said some things about you that child wanted to make sure was not true.
I
That's why
get
she
all of
asked
that.
her. That's why she asked her
I get
in
all of
front of
that. I get
everybody.
all of that. But you know the difference is that's my child and I'm the adult. I set the tone, not my child. My
No,
my child.
it's understandable that you set the tone, but when you shut, you gotta understand when a child develops into who they're going to be. Sometimes you got to give them that space to be able to speak freely.
Yeah, not at 13, 14 years old. Not no, no. Not at the first time meeting her whole family. Not at the time that I'm finding out that she got a fucking thing where if she gets nervous, her whole fucking system breaks down. No, no, that wasn't the time. That wasn't the time. Because guess what? I don't even know how to deal with how she's gonna respond. I ain't been around her.
That's understandable.
So like I understand what you're saying, but what for me, that would have been me stepping into my feelings and saying, because I keep telling you, while my daughter said that, my first initial thought was to look at the baby and look because I did look at her, I gave her a look, but I was like, oh, this is my time to chop this bitch up. But I had to immediately think, yo, You with your baby after all this goddamn time. It don't matter. Don't point the blame at the mama right now. Cause at that time, I had the pistol. I could have stood there like niggas to stick up. Answer the fucking question. You surrounded by everybody. Everybody want to fucking know why you take the baby away.
Let me ask you a question. When that question was asked to her, what was her look on her face? What was her
Oh,
look?
baby mama?
Yeah, what was her look?
Oh, baby mama was sitting there like what she didn't say nothing. She was stuck. Her face was it was just an expression. It wasn't no it wasn't no smile, wasn't no smirk, wasn't none of that. It was she
Did
did
she look shocked?
it was like, yeah, it was like, yes, that she didn't expect that question to come out. You understand what I'm saying? And I
That's
felt like my response to the baby set the tone for who I was. Baby, don't worry about that. You here. Daddy got you now. I'm talking to her like she's a little 3-year-old. She's fucking what 14 at the time. But my response is that's still my little baby. Even though I gotta recognize that this ain't my little baby no more. I don't know how to even have a conversation with this little girl. This motherfucker is just because guess what? Her mama was her mama was 5'10. So guess what? She looked like her daddy, but she took after the height of her mama. So this motherfucker was at my height already at 14 years fucking old. Had body that made me say, "Oh shit, we got to put something on her because she can't be." Because I went to daddy mode. Oh no. Because I'm sitting there I didn't see that develop. That was a dead ass moment that if at any time in my life where I could have been an asshole, where I feel like that it was some justification in me being an asshole. That was the time that I decided not because I looked at this is the thing. When my daughter asked that question, she had tears in her eyes.
Yeah, because like I said, Mama had said some stuff that your daughter she didn't believe it. She
Guess
wanted
what?
she wanted her to say it in your face.
Yeah, but
But
I didn't care
I know
about
what
her
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
because
But
at the end of the day, when I'm seeing my baby crying, that takes over every fucking thing. My baby should not be crying because her daddy was not in her life because the mama felt a particular way. That my baby shouldn't be crying about that. See,
no,
like
she shouldn't.
the same way I would defend my daughter against a nigga in the street, I gotta defend my daughter against herself. I gotta defend my daughter against her mama. I gotta defend my daughter against me. Like I can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I know.
I
But
gotta be a
I just want you to understand where her thought process was.
I know what it was.
I see where you was in protective mode, but she was in I need answers from you because my whole life you lied to me.
It was protective mode. It was a moment of like is this forgiveness? Like I'm asking myself, like, am I forgiving this bitch for all the shit she did, or am I just appeasing my daughter? And I knew what it was. I was appeasing my daughter. Charlie, what you think about it, man?
He gonna start cussing.
Bro. Do you see what a man got to go through and sacrifice for the bullshit y'all be doing?
Why
That
you
man
gotta
had to
cry
look
me?
like that. That man had to, because you the only woman on here. You guilty by default.
And because your nephew came into your room and asked the question, so that's why he's talking to you.
Now, the shit a man to protect his kid, y'all do as women. Like all that fighting shit, you gotta fight for that shit. Now this man just had to suck some shit up, take some shit on the chin for some bullshit. His funky ass baby mama did because she was probably emotional because he ain't want her ass no more. Yo, you good right there, bro. For some funky ass bullshit that his baby mama did. So he had to sacrifice. He had to. She took his manhood because he deserved. He had every right and he deserved to snap on this woman, but he couldn't because of his baby, because of the bullshit his baby mama did. Is that right? That's not right. But y'all call yourself checking the next woman. Y'all don't check no motherfucking body. Because if y'all did, if you real women would check these funky ass, y'all, you know what I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm trying to calm myself down. If y'all would really check these motherfuckers from the bullshit they be doing, G, instead of trying to find a way to make her, oh man, well, you shouldn't have did this. She probably wouldn't have did that. Bro, that's y'all always make excuses for each other. That's why I be on y'all ass. Y'all always have a crock of bullshit that y'all try to run back on the nigga. When it be y'all have all the control in the household. Ain't no
I
man,
just
you know what a man gonna have to go through with that court system and all that, and y'all would still put him through that shit. Knowing it's a 95% chance that he's not getting no love from this court. I don't give a fuck how good of a father he is. He's not getting no love. They still gonna side with you. You know this. But y'all still do that bullshit because y'all emotional. He did some bullshit to you, probably did, which was between y'all, not between these kids. It's between y'all. That's y'all do have to have the bullshit y'all do anyway off emotion because of what a nigga did to y'all. You
Ooh,
it's a fact. G. If y'all
I
hold
ain't saying
yourself accountable, if y'all
I
hold
can't
yourself accountable, if y'all hold yourself accountable and think about what you did in this relationship for this man to do whatever he did to you.
oh no,
See,
sweetie. No.
y'all can work shit out. Y'all can
I'm not
work
gonna let
shit
you
out.
I'm not gonna let
Or
you
it'll be
blame
a little
me
easy, or it'll be a little bit
because we ain't
easy.
always
I
doing shit.
said,
Y'all do shit
listen,
too.
I said, yo, you gotta hold yourself accountable for your part you played in that.
Okay. I got you.
Ain't no relationship broke up no 100% on no man. You did some bullshit too. I don't give a fuck if it was 5, 10%. You did enough bullshit. Whatever you did was enough to make that man do his bullshit. Now, was he right because he retaliated with some bullshit? No, he probably wasn't. But you got a part of the play in that shit too. You could have handled some shit a lot different. You could not said some shit you probably said. And I know you. Oh, you gonna snap on the motherfucker, especially you think the motherfucker done did something wrong to you. You gonna snap on this
hold on.
motherfucker. You gonna come back and
I want to say
apologize the next day. No, it's too late. You
I
done
want
said what you said.
I want to say something to
To-
Masako because I'm reading Masako's comments. She said, for every story like Rush, I can tell you 7 more men who aren't even worrying about making an effort. Now, listen, Masako, this is what I'm saying. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. But you can't mix those two in the same conversation. Those are two different generation of people. You got a person that is that would do right if they had the opportunity to do right, and you got another motherfucker that just, hey, that ain't my, like they just gonna avoid the responsibility at all costs. Those are two different conversations. Those are two different conversations.
why would I want to deal with? Why would I even want to deal with a woman that would like put me through that? Like, why would I want to do that? Again, I got to sacrifice my shit for the kid, so the kid can be straight because of the bullshit. So why would I even want to go? If you was a weak ass man, I'm gonna tell you a weak ass man if you do that. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to tighten your shit up. But you shouldn't even be put in that situation. But a woman would do that because she's so fucking emotional. And you did something to her. She don't like you. She don't agree with what you did. So
And
she'll make up an excuse to put that shit, have that shit reversed on you, bro, that you got to clean up later on down the line. My baby mama did the same shit. Fuck her. That's why I would have made some more motherfucking kids. And I let her
I
know. You gonna
call in
call
because
me. You gonna call when that motherfucker get when they get motherfucker get older. I promise you, you gonna call me because you ain't gonna be able to handle it because you took her away from me.
I'm
You
wondering.
drew off
Wait a minute.
some.
I'm pretty, Seiko, you got to call in, right? Because we about to end the show, but I'm wondering, like, who your last comment you said you don't know her or her story. I do. Stop trying to vilify her. I'm trying to figure out who you speaking to. I'm trying to figure out, are you talking to me? Are you speaking to Charlie? Like, I, I listen, I know Seiko. This is listen for those that don't know who Seiko is, the one that's typing right now. That's one of our original co-hosts. And I would just love to hear what you got to say, as opposed to reading it, because I'm trying to piece it together because the conversation is moving, and by the time I see it, I'm like, whoa, who you talking to? But
Now,
Seiko, but
hold on.
you're free to your
Let me
opinion. I'm definitely with you. I love you, baby. Come on.
let me say this. For those who are or listening in and then listening to what Charlie is saying, he is referencing fathers who want to be in their children's lives, and the mothers are keeping them away for whatever reason and taking them through the court systems, making it a hard journey for them. He's not referring to the fathers who just don't give a damn and won't help out in no kind of way. That's
Yeah,
not
fuck.
who he's talking about. He's talking about the fathers who actually want to be a part of their children's lives,
And I
who's
think we both. I
trying.
think we all agree on that one aspect as the show.
Well, I just wanted to make it clear for the people who are listening, who
Okay.
may have just tuned in. So he's not attacking me, if that's what you're thinking. No, he is making a statement about how women who, for whatever reason, and I seem to think that the women that do this to the men want that man, and he has moved on. And in order to hurt him, they use the children as a pawn. I agree that this should not be done because it's not fair. And those women, and I tell people all the time, do not talk bad about your baby daddy, if that's what you want to call him, your children's father, your donor, whatever you want to call it. Do not do that to your children, because they're going to grow up and see that it wasn't him. It was you the whole time. And if they or like a lot of other children that I've seen grow up, they're gonna hate you for it, because you took a vital part of their life away from them. All because you was bitter because that man decided he did no longer want to be with you.
See,
You two did not make it.
and see this next clip that I'm about to play. It creates kids like this. Watch this.
About the box, and then you know you did. So why did you sit up there and lie to my godmama and tell her that we stole the noodles? Huh? And then Tommy really don't know who stole them, so he don't agree with anybody. Huh? You see how that shit feel? Huh? 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 You see how that shit feel? Huh? 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 Shit. You see how that shit feels? Huh? Huh? Stop fucking lying. Don't fucking speak on me. I'm blood. Anybody, bitch, I used to be the nicest to you. Don't ever lie on me about some shit that you did and you know you did.
Who was she hitting?
Her mama. That was
Man, bro,
Okay.
bro, for real, bro.
She's still
Gonna-
living.
Thank you.
She's still living.
Come on, Charlie. I'm gonna let you go. Come on.
Bro. I don't know how to. I don't know how to address that, bro. I'm confused, and I want to know what her mama smoking to let. Gee, no.
Mm-mm. See,
That
that's that
shit,
parent that
that shit,
I want
that ain't got
friends.
nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with no daddy not being in the house. That ain't got nothing. That go for this woman allowing this child to talk to her like this.
That
That
that's
ain't got
the number
nothing.
one thing. Before you even get to the physicality of it, right? I I ain't gonna ride with no kid talking to me, even if they
No,
become an adult. It's gonna be a certain level of respect that you got with the conversation, or we ain't gonna have no fucking conversation. Or the only other thing is that it's gonna turn bad. That's the only thing I can think of.
and it ain't gonna be bad for me.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those three. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead.
Then for the fact, do you put your hands on your mama, bro? I don't give a fuck what your mama say, G. You're not never supposed to put your hands on your mama.
This is my question. Was that a sister that was recording?
I don't give a damn who it was. Whoever it was should have been beating that little person's ass.
No, but
Right,
this the
she need
thing.
her ass whooped.
Listen.
Because let me tell you
Oh,
something.
wait a minute. Before you get in there, if it was a sister, that shows how broken down that family is. That one could smack the fuck out the mama, and the other one could sit there and record and laugh. That's a broken family. That's a broken home. Go ahead.
Cousin, auntie, who, look, that
Where
comes from
where decal
one.
at?
One, you can
You
tell
got to
that
go this
Mama
way.
kind of feared the children from the way she was standing, guarded, bladed, or whatever. Those children, Mama may have had to work nights or whatever it was, and they just kind of grew up any kind of way and all in the streets doing what they thought they wanted to do, being hard headed, wasn't gonna listen. Then two, Mama could have been trying to be their friend instead of their parent. That's where I see a lot of people mess up at, trying to be the friend instead of a parent. And but in the instance that that child would have put her hands on me, do you know that she would have touched everything in that house about 10 times? Because I would have forgot that I was her mother, and I would have beat the brakes off of that little girl. And then on top of that, you finna get up out my house.
You can't live with
I
me.
don't know where you gonna live, but you ain't finna live up in
All
here,
privileges is cut off. Like, see,
baby.
okay, like even in the Bible, niggas banned their own, kick their own family up out the fucking out the fucking tribe because nigga they was moving wrong.
You seen mine. He think I am the craziest 5'5" and 3/4 inches person alive. I will come up off this coffee table with an elbow to the top of your head if I have to. Boy, please. And he 236 pounds, 6'3". Baby, try it if you want to. Try. Please. Make my day. I'm gonna be
Man,
Clint Eastwood up in this something. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Charlie, I want to know
Nope.
how would you respond
What up?
if your kid just decided to pull that with you? Let's just say one night you had a couple drinks and shit, and they knew. Because
Pour that with who?
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm on you, nigga. I'm
Said,
just saying.
woohoo.
Like this one night,
Shirley like me. Woohoo.
you done went out and had you a couple drinks. You done came in the crib, and the kid that came by the crib. Y'all got into a couple words, and they just said, "Fuck it, I'm about to fire on your ass."
Oh, hold on. My shorty stole on me.
Yeah,
How would it end up? And what would I do?
in your house.
In my house? Oh, bro. This a regular nigga from the street now. Once he put his hands on me, he a regular nigga from the street, so he get what the fuck I give a nigga in the street, bro.
Bro, see, I'm trying to take.
Only reason I wouldn't go that far because I don't want to kill him. But he gonna be close to dead. He gonna be close to a dead motherfucker. Put your hands on me. Come on, bro.
But you say,
No, bro.
he gonna wish
I,
he was
I, I
dead.
zero tolerance for that,
We
bro.
let that clap down. Yeah, yeah, he deserves that clap.
What
Yeah.
you say, Charlie? He gonna wish he was dead.
Yes. While he's sitting in the hospital, I'm gonna go to the hospital with him. I'm gonna be sitting right there with him because I'm the parent. So I'm gonna be sitting there right there with him. What happened?
Charlie, no,
I fucked him up.
the last conversation I had with one of my kids that was a serious conversation. I told Charlie on the phone, I said, you know what, G? I just had to cut that motherfucker loose. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, I had to cut him loose because the only thing else left to do is deal with a grown man like a grown man.
That's it.
See, we've gotten away from discipline. Discipline is not a part of this generation society. We have a bunch of undisciplined people raising undisciplined people, and they're having a ball together. They're friends they're- because they're kicking it together. Like never have I seen a generation like I've always known like one or two guys like they could smoke in the crib or some shit, but they always tried to fan shit out. They always tried to make sure the house was sort of straight before mama got home, right? Even if they knew what the fuck was going on. This generation comes in the crib smoking
With their
Facts,
parents.
with
bro.
parents. They come in
Facts, bro.
busting a bottle open with the parents. Gee, like
See,
listen,
I have a
I want to
friend.
tell this one little story, and I'm gonna let you go. When I was like 20, I don't even think I was 20 yet. I had to be between 17 and 20, right? And I had an ounce of weed in the crib. and my mama had found it and took it, and I knew she was the only motherfucker in the house. I never once asked, "Where the fuck is my weed?" I never
Cause
once
you
said,
You took the L.
I took the L. And guess what? She never said nothing either. But I knew that she knew that she found my little stash spot because I had a little chair. And in the chair, it was a little bitty, you know how you had a little spot where you could put books and stuff on the side of the chair? I
Mm.
just slid my shit right in there. So when I got ready to smoke, I'd sit in that chair, twist up, and go out on the back porch and then put that shit right back. I didn't understand the type of good shit I was smoking had an aroma to the crib that she just sort of walked in that. I know what it is now. She walked in that motherfucker and said, "What's the fuck this smell? I'm gonna find this shit today." And that's what the fuck she did. But I never fucking said, "Hey, mama, man, what fuck my weed at, G? Some bullshit."
Cause you knew.
I get that question.
You knew what gonna come after that. And you ain't getting your weed back. Gonna be
G,
fucked up and you can't get high.
G. You know the first time I moved out of my mama house, G, and this is the honest to God truth. My mama had got mad at me and she came at me in a way that was a little fucked up because I think family had got involved and made the shit worse because she already knew what the fuck was going on, but because family knew about it, she wanted to act a little different with me, right? So this day she came at me and like it was crazy. It was like a motherfucker ran at me and like we rolled over the bed and I ended up on top of her. And my only thoughts was I can't hit my mama, right? I'm thinking of what, like I'm in a dominant position. I'm like, nigga, this came at me, right? Like I can't hit her. And so I was like, man, I should just put my fingers over her eyeballs. I swear to God, this is the honest God truth. I'm like, I should just, just hold her, just to get enough force to get her to calm the fuck down. So that was the day that I was like, Mama, I'm moving up out of this motherfucker. And that's the first day my mama ever told me she was sorry for any fucking thing. Was a day that
Man,
she
with your life,
recognized.
bro.
It was a day, no, but the thing was, it was a day that my mama recognized she went too far. And I'm one of them niggas that I don't understand these parents nowadays that they don't even have a go too far level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, everything goes. You so cool with your kid that, I watched the
It's
live
not
stream.
that cool, bro. It's not that cool, bro. They scared of their kids.
I watched the
Let's have
live
you
stream.
fear of your kids.
And fighting them in the streets and yeah, nah.
Listen to what I'm about
Facts,
to
bro.
tell you. What you just say, Kim? You said what?
Fighting them in the streets,
Listen about
in
this
the
stream.
house, and everywhere else.
I just watched the stream yesterday at work. I look on live and I'm like, what the fuck going on? Because you know how you could tell how a nigga holding a camera and they trying to record some shit, right? So I clicked on it and this was the story. That it was a group of kids jumping on this one girl. And the mama came out and shot one of the motherfuckers. But the police was coming to get the mom. So I'm listening to people sitting there screaming about like, yo, don't come out the house, duck, get out. I'm hearing all this shit, but I was sort of torn because I was like, well, for one, what was the upbringing of this kid? Who is she fucking with that's starting to fuck her up every day, right? Like, did she put herself in a position where niggas at her? And then my other thing was, damn, the mama did what a mama should do, but you shot a 9-year-old.
Yo, pull them taxis down, yo.
Oh, this nigga yelling at the people in the back. So like, nigga's hilarious.
He said, "Pull the taxis down. They better pull them
It was
down."
like I felt the mama. It was like I was caught. I was sort of caught between the two. I was like, because I didn't know if this was just an over ghetto ass mama doing some ghetto shit and just came out bussing, or was this a motherfucking mama that was like, I'm protecting my kid? You know what I mean? Because
Now, okay, was it 9-year-olds fighting, or just the 9-year-old was the one that just got shot?
It was some 9-year-old, like that age group was jumping on her daughter. They all went to school.
Oh no, baby, you don't need to come out with no gun. You need to come out and just start flinging kids.
That's what I sort of thought. I
Yeah,
was
you
sort
just
of
need to
like,
start flinging
like,
kids. 9, yeah, I'm gonna start flinging
that's
kids.
why I was like, well, what is the disconnect with parents that they just like everybody on go? There
Yeah,
is
no.
no conversations about like, all right, well, I'll go with you, but let me explain to you why the fuck I'm, because my mama used to have them conversations with me. My mama used to explain to me why she would fuck me up. My mama would explain to me like why she didn't want me to get an ass whooping in the street, because if I got an ass whooping in the street, I'd get one when I came home. I understood that my mama was trying to toughen me up. You
Oh, see,
understand what I'm saying? It was a full conversation that made me understand. My mama just went in there talking about, go, you better fuck somebody up out there in them streets. No, my mama said, listen, if you out there in them streets and somebody press you, you stand up for your motherfucking self. Don't you get your ass whooped. Don't. Basically, what she was saying was, don't be that nigga to go running. Don't never run.
no.
But things are different now. Cause guess what? Niggas shoot now.
You got to blow these kids, bro. If they down there, bro, let me tell you something, bro. I know a 9-year-old, bro, right now will blow your motherfucking head off, bro. So I understand why a parent would come out there and start shooting. I understand all that old flinging kids and all that shit. That shit don't work these days. These little motherfuckers will kill you. And I know
They got
kids
fully
9,
automatic.
10
They got,
years
they
old
got
that will kill you, G.
they got weapons, G, that we as grown men didn't have.
Facts, bro. I
Like
trust me, bro. I know in person.
the first pistol I had was a revolver. I felt like I was Clint Eastwood. You feel what I'm saying? The first time I touched the automatic, I was. But with the shit that they touching now, gee, this shit, it's scary. It got, these motherfuckers got switches on them. Do you know what a switch is on a fucking gun? like,
You better tell them
dude,
again, bro.
like, do you know what a
Yeah.
switch is on a gun? Like, you might have got into it with a nigga 20 years ago, and
Come this way, God.
See, my thing is this. I can come out and I might pop one, that warning shot in the air. Hopefully they'll scatter and stop.
yeah, but it's a
But
difference. It's a difference for the
I
niggas
mean, it's a different breed of kids out
how
there.
many
True, I
rounds
understand that.
in seconds.
But I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be out there fighting too. However, it go.
Yeah,
But
that's a crazy
Play
situation.
with yourself. Play with yourself if you want to. You better
Yeah,
bring. If you gonna fight, you better bring something out there with you too. I
yeah,
know it sound crazy, but I know these little
I mean,
motherfuckers,
like I said, like I
and they will
said, like I
kill you.
like I said, you come out with your heat. You can do that first warning shot if need be, whatever it is. But
no, this
this right here,
generation,
this
no,
right
this
here,
Ain't no
generation.
warning shot, Jay. Ain't no warning shot. Jay.
I didn't
You,
say
eh,
niggas. I done seen niggas hit a warning shot and they didn't just post it up and start bucking back. They didn't just duck behind some shit. And I'm
facts, bro.
saying, like they round the fucking corner. One nigga's behind a car. You know what I mean? Like one nigga don't know where the
They
fuck he running to. I didn't
they
see niggas
don't
rip.
know how to fight. They don't know how to fight, and they pussy.
Yeah,
So you know what
that's
that adds up to? You
a
coming
gun
out there
club.
with that tough shit, they're gonna get you, G, because they scared of you in the door. As soon as you come out there, you somebody mama. You can't come out there like you snapping, you doing that thing, you snapping, they scared of you in the door. And the first thing scared motherfucker gonna do, especially one of these little motherfuckers out here, G, they gonna start blue. They gonna start blue.
especially when it's a
That's what
scary
they
kid raising a scary kid.
yeah, they scared, G. Tell motherfuckers that shit all the time, bro.
Well,
I think
when they started with that bullying shit. Don't bully this, don't bully that. They were scared to get their ass whooped then. And now that they've gone on to whatever level that they want to be on, now the first thing they run to is some form of a weapon, which mainly the weapon of choice is a gun.
because they pussy.
All right,
There's
we're gonna get to
pussy
this
shit
last
in
clip of the
their
night.
pussy shit in their DNA.
All right, we're about to get to this last clip of the night, and then we up out here for the night. Here we go.
Number one, if she's broke or you ask her what her 5 year plan is and she doesn't have one, let her go. Waste of time. Number two, if she's extremely cocky and arrogant in her independence or she's constantly tearing down other women, big character flaw. Internally happy people don't tear down other people. And if she's not internally happy, chances are she's going to depend on you to make her happy. It's going to fail. Number three, if she is argumentative or disrespectful to you at any point, let her go because you can't respect somebody. And a woman who truly respects you will demonstrate a level of emotional control and she will not disrespect you if she really cares about you. Four, and I might get some backlash for this, but that's okay. If she has an extreme amount of male friends, red flag. I don't even gonna go into it. No. One or two, okay, cool. But a large amount of male friends, men always around, she's too attention seeking. Five, if she's a woman that has ever abandoned you because of a disagreement, or if she runs away every time you guys fight, chances are she's probably going to run to go get attention from someone else because she can't handle.
Oh my God. Listen,
I love
I'm
her.
just gonna say as a male, I know we got a differential between men and women. And I respect my ladies out there. So don't get mad at me when I tell you this. But I agree with every fucking thing that she just got through saying.
It's a
Because
fact.
I have ran into every aspect of what she said, not in multiple women, but in one woman. But I've met other women that were just like that. So I, what you think about that, Charlie? And
Oh man,
that's what
she
wait,
is beautiful. Do you have her number? I want to call
I
her.
love
She's
but I
beautiful.
ain't going for that.
That's the one. That's the woman I'm looking for right there. She understands. She understand it. She get
Oh,
it. Like, dude, these women full of bullshit out here, and she not making no excuse. See when I be talking about checking motherfuckers. When I be talking about y'all checking these women, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's how you check. That's how you check another. You hear them on that bullshit. Get up there and make you a video. You on this motherfucker? Why you ain't make no video? Let these hoes know. Maybe you fucking up good men out here. Reason you ain't got no good man. The reason you ain't got no bad man is because you fucked up and you got fucked up ways. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all make excuses for these motherfuckers. See her?
that's,
She made
that's
no
like the peanut
excuse.
butter chick.
She made no
That's like
excuse. She,
girl. That's like the Jiffy girl from the other night.
yes.
Mm.
See, it's plain and simple. She's the GOAT. You can get her to go. The rest of y'all just players. Y'all good. Y'all can shoot the best, but you not the GOAT, yo. You not the GOAT because you won't do what the GOAT supposed to do. And that's put these women in their place when they say stupid shit. Like I don't get it. I really don't. It's just all motherfucker. That's all a nigga be looking for. Like, see if another one. Do you hear this bullshit? If this woman is over here saying it, you ain't gonna say nothing about it. But you this big old boss ass. Nah, G. Nah, you a worker, G. Cause you won't check. You ain't no way you a boss. G. You ain't checking it. G, you a worker. You a,
I could tell Queenie is bubbling. You know how I could tell? I'm
I
looking at
don't
her.
care.
I'm watching her
She
shoulder
don't.
go up.
She don't
Deep,
scare nobody. G.
deep breaths. What's going on,
She,
Queenie? What you think about, baby?
she know all right because she don't check nobody neither. Just talk your shit.
Your
Uh-oh.
black
Check
ass ain't
no.
even close to being right, and I ain't mad about nothing.
Mm.
I ain't mad about nothing.
Yeah, all right.
What I need to be
Yeah,
mad
all
for?
right. You looking real emotional right now. You looking like Zeke. Zeke.
Like
Zeke. You
who?
looking like Zeke. You looking like the female version of Zeke. You really emotional right now.
Sweetie, I'll never be that one.
You
I'll
you looking
never
real.
be
You looking real touched. Are you
touched for
done?
what? Touched
What
for
Zeke say? Are you done? You don't got no rebuttal?
what? What about what I need to be touched for?
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying you looking a little touched. Looking like you a little disturbed.
I'm not disturbed
Okay, I'm
about
sorry.
nothing.
I'm sorry. I misinterpreted your look. I thought it was.
Yeah,
Hey,
you misinterpret a whole lot right there.
have
You read
y'all?
that all the way wrong.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Something personal.
What?
Have y'all noticed that this whole entire show, I have not smoked a cigarette?
You do what?
Have you noticed this entire show? I have not smoked one cigarette.
I don't know.
Proud of
I
you,
want.
God. Proud of you.
Yeah,
Proud of
I'm
you,
over.
bro.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm over here going through some shit that I have never went the fuck through. I'm saying this
Oh,
shit is
but you,
just.
but don't let her off the hook. I want to ask her. Do you agree with Shorty
Yeah.
on the video? Do you agree with Shorty on the video? Queen, Kim, Burley.
Do I do I agree with her?
Yeah, you agree with her?
I
To an
yeah.
to an extent. To an
Only
extent. I mean,
only one thing that I don't agree with because of how I grew up. I grew up with all boys, and I don't like being around a lot of females because they cause too much damn problems. But other than that, yeah, I agree with what she said.
okay, okay. Didn't look like it though.
Shut
It
your ass up. You just want to start something.
really did.
You
Like,
just want to argue with me.
if I'm gonna be
Charlie.
the
Bring it
bearer of
on,
bad news,
Charlie.
it really
Bring
didn't look
it.
like. No, it didn't. It really didn't look like he was agreeing. It looked like he was on some
No,
other shit.
yeah, it
No,
really.
I'm watching Charlie perform. I don't think about anything about this shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Charlie performing
Okay.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie got a motherfucking thing in his back that you twist up, and he just start tap dancing. Huh? That's what he do. Huh?
Mr. Charlie.
Okay. Okay.
Hey man. All right. Okay.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay.
So
That's
I
Okay.
cool.
had a question
I'll
for you,
take that.
All right.
Charlie.
You know what? I was gonna end the show. I was gonna end the show real cool, but because she said that, I got to be an asshole. Lord, please forgive me. Everybody that's watching,
Would
just
you please?
forgive me.
How many times did you love head before you justify for receiving it?
Nah, no, you not justified, Brody. You not straight up. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's before it become about her and how you moving wild on her, it become about you. And you knowing that you like to get you some neck and settling with a shorty who don't like to give it like that.
Settling.
You know what I'm saying?
What if
Like,
she has a short throat?
If that's
Stop it.
struggle build character, this ain't about that. You gotta go through some things to get to the other side. So
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that, like, bro, if that's what you want, because sexual compatibility is huge, and we really, because we a lot of times in dating, especially before marriage, people stand on this fake moral high ground where sex is all taboo, and those are the people probably out here not getting pleased because sex is important to people. We're human beings, and dog, if getting neck is important to you, I'm not saying that's that you need to like blurt out to a shorty on the first date, but when y'all have a casual conversation around sexual health, sexual expectation, desire, and things like that, you out loud, hey, I'm trying to get like 3 heads a week. You know what I'm saying? Like
3 heads a week.
without asking. Outside the sex, I'm trying to get 3 independent heads a week.
3 heads a week.
You know what I'm saying? To completion.
I don't believe
you need to say that. Bare minimum 2. Yeah, don't.
How y'all feel about that?
Did she ever ask the question? I want to hear her question.
Queenie's so special.
Bro, what you want to hear?
I want to hear her question. The girl was saying she had a question. I want to hear what she had to say.
All right. Well, my man asked the question originally. He said, "Yo, I be wanting head. Like, if I ain't getting head, it's alright for me to go off and do something else." That's what his original question was. My man said, "No. What you should do is have a grown and adult conversation about what the fuck you really like. And if it don't work for you, just for my opinion, if it don't work for you, then keep it moving." I agree with that. Like, listen, as much as we want to be in love and feel all that the good things about it, there is nothing worse than getting in the bed with somebody and there is no connection. There's nothing worse than that. I'm trying to tell you.
No, because y'all asking around for nothing. That's a conversation that you need to have with a person anyway. What you like and what you don't like. And if something that person says is something that you can't do, won't do, or don't do, then okay. Now then it becomes okay. If you say I want 3 next week, and I'm telling you, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I might be able to do 1, or I might not be able to do it at all.
Played the neck video.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, my niece is watching. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, I rebuke the neck giving up from my niece right now in the name of Jesus. But go ahead and continue the
Well, did
conversation.
nobody look? Shit. Now you
Mm.
want to play the video.
Uh-uh.
Anywho, and if I tell you, okay, I don't like doing that. Now,
She ain't grown
at
to
that
be able
point,
to.
now you have a decision to make. Now you have a decision to make. Can I now go through this relationship without this, or am I just gonna be like, you know what, we can be friends? See, that's where you have to make that decision. If you find out that that's something that you not that person's not gonna do.
Like this is the hard thing that most women don't want to hear. That I'm just gonna say it. I respect the fact of the conversation of friends. I do. I respect it 100% fully. But if I can tell you something that most men will probably not tell you, most niggas is not interested in having no new friends, especially the old,
Neither are women.
especially the older that they get. You like fuck them niggas. Like Charlie, the older that you get, do you and I guess it's two different things. It's the physical act, but when it's talking about getting into a relationship, are you meeting a woman to be, like to gain new friends? Are you just jumping out to say, "Hey, I want a friend"? Like, I'm not saying that you got to delete that part, and that's not an important part of the relationship, right? Because it is. It is important to have
Did you
somebody that
really
relates.
ask me that question?
No, but
You
listen,
really
it
asked me
is
that?
important to have somebody that relates to you, right? But as a man, are you meeting people and saying like I just want the best friendship with you, and even if it doesn't work, we can still be friends. Most I don't. I'm not trying to. If it don't work
No,
out, I'm. I'm.
no, no, bro. Can
It,
we
it
get back
takes a.
on his head? Can we get back on his head shit, bro? Can
It
we get
takes
back
a
on
very.
his
That's
head?
where he's at.
I'm just saying. G. I'm just
It
saying.
takes a special person.
I was gonna say something. You'd probably be surprised what I was gonna say. See,
Okay, come on.
if if it get to the point that she not giving you head, bro, that you got to go lead somewhere else, bro, that's your fault. I'm agree with that dude. It's your fault, G.
You got to speak about
Gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, it's your fault, bro.
it. Yeah. You got to talk to the Lord,
Yeah,
and you got to talk to her.
yeah. You got to because that's like motherfuckers say I'm too blunt, right? But I'm gonna ask a woman, you like sucking dick?
No, no,
I don't feel like I don't feel like that, I'm not wrong for. I don't feel I'm wrong for that.
I feel
I
like.
like sucking pussy. I
Hey,
like
Okay,
listen. I
sucking
and
feel
she
pussy.
like.
Yeah,
says
I'm
to
gonna
you
suck
no.
your pussy.
Hey, bro, hold
You
on, bro.
say
I
no.
feel like if you got the right relationship with the Lord, right, you should be able to come to your woman and say, "Hey, listen, I told the Lord that I like what I like, and I'm trying to figure out if you like what I like because
Hey,
the Lord knows,
you,
the Lord knows, and there's no point in me being fake with the Lord. And is it dinner time or not? Like,
Well, what happens if she says no? I don't like that.
well, guess what? You have every right to say that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that depends on how
oh
far I've asked that
shit.
question to the relationship. Because if I've asked that question 4 months into it, I might have to look at it in a different way than as opposed to well, guess what? Hey, how you doing?
Because he
I
crazy for
was
say
just thinking today, I just want some head. And I just, every once in a while, I just want head. How do you feel about that? I think that it's okay to drop that little ding ding into the conversation every once in a while, especially if you're just being real in the conversation anyway.
and she say I don't really like doing it.
And then you say, okay, well, all right. Thank you very much for your honesty. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Like I don't have to be rude because I heard something that I know that they ain't gonna work for me. And I think that that's the problem. We're in a generation that if things don't work for you, we one of them generations where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna put it on blast. No, if it don't work for you, it just don't work for you. If you don't like white people, you don't like white people. If you white and you don't like black people, you just don't like black people. It's a difference if you're gonna be racist about it and spew your shit to everybody else. That's a difference of opinion. But if your personal preference is, nigga, I like short midgets with big asses and big areolas. If that's your preference, that's just your fucking preference. Like, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of motherfuckers with people, and I've been like, how the fuck did they get together? And they've been together for a long fucking time. I just looked at them like, how the fuck did y'all get together? Well, guess
Let,
what? It wasn't up to
let me
me.
ask y'all. Let me
It wasn't
ask
up
you
to
this
me to
question.
figure out why they got together, because whatever works for them works for them. What works for me and what I want to work for me. Oh man, Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something.
Let me ask you this.
I love to give as much as I love to receive. Let the Lord be praised in the firmament.
Stop putting him in that,
Nah,
because you're gonna get slapped upside your forehead. Now,
woo! Yeah. Okay, go
now,
ahead.
now let me ask you this. What happens if, let's say, you like everything about this female, but then she drops that bomb on you that she don't like to do that?
Again, how quick are we having conversations about the reality of what the fuck who we're meeting, right?
Mhm.
It's a difference if it's a nigga that's fronting and acting like it don't mean nothing to him, but it does. And if he hears that, he's gonna respond to you differently. It's a different if you know that right up front.
Now, what happens? Let's see.
You can slide that in the simplest of ways. Like, guess what? The word asphyxiation can be taken in different ways, right?
Word, what? You trying to use big
Ex-
words? Stop that.
I know Maseko know what I'm talking about. Asphyxiation. It's
Okay.
choking.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Every woman don't like to be choked. Every nigga don't like to choke, but there are certain niggas that do appreciate a good choking.
Yeah, don't choke me.
No, but there are niggas that appreciate a good choking, and there are niggas also that appreciate a good hand around their neck in the right position. Like, especially if she's on top and she's taking, like, there are people out there like that. Well, guess what? If you
Yes.
know that that's what you like, you might as well say something from the beginning, as opposed to getting into something and having hidden desires that are never being pleased.
Well, see, too often people do that. They do that, and when they do that, then you see them people trying to hold on to whatever else they trying to salvage something, and it don't work. That's why I always say, got to have that conversation,
Y'all,
and
y'all.
then on top of that conversation, you got to have that understanding. Because you can talk all day, and they don't hear a damn thing you saying, and don't understand what you're saying.
See, look at Seiko. Let me choke you out, daddy. See, that's the type of Seiko knows it. I knew when I said that Seiko knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Because
Yeah, just tie your little ass up to the
Seiko's
bed.
never choked me out to anybody. Anybody watching the show that's listening to what the fuck I'm talking about, I just know Seiko. Seiko knows me. So what I
That's
said,
why she was trying to tie you up earlier.
no, she already know. She already knew the answer to that. Everybody on this show knows the answer to that. There is no time of
We
rush.
can't tie you up.
No, you can't.
Charlie, can we tie you up?
Yeah, sure,
Miss Echo, we got one.
no problem. No, I have no problem. I have no problem with this. I like to be smacked. I like to be smacked. I like to be choked.
Oh,
I like to be abused when I'm having sex. I ain't gonna lie. I like to be
the
abused.
dungeon.
I'm with all that shit. Beat me,
Into the
beat me,
lair.
beat me.
Into the lair.
Yeah, beat me.
Look
I'm
at
with
Russ.
all of it. Yeah,
Look, where Charlie at? Charlie.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Hey, G, do what you do, G. Like, listen, at the end of the fucking day, listen,
She said,
don't.
where Charlie at?
This is the craziest part.
ATL. I'm telling. Nah, nah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Atlanta. I don't care. Tell. I don't give a fuck. Tell what I'm gonna tell. I don't give a fuck. I ain't had.
Listen, this is the
Wait
killer thing, and we getting ready to close out tonight. When it comes to what you like, you have to be secure in that, because it's
Facts.
not off of what somebody else likes, right? Like, Charlie's my guy. I heard that conversation and I heard him say, "Yeah, motherfucker choking me." I'm like, I can go with that, but then he when it was some other shit, I said, "No, no, not me." But guess what? That's Charlie's bedroom life, and Charlie has to be 100% secure when that bedroom door closes, or when they get in that bed, because the door, it might be a hot ass room, they might keep the door open. So like it might be they got to be secure in whatever the fuck they do.
Might be the car.
You
Might be the
understand?
car. Who knows?
Okay, you nasty motherfucker. But even though I understand your nastiness,
You
I
getting
understand.
Charlie some knee pads.
But Queen may be a different type of lover all the way over. But it doesn't matter about what I feel about who the fuck she's going to lay with. It's between her and that person. Now, if she doesn't have conversations with that said person about who the fuck she is, if she's not satisfied, well, guess what? To a certain degree, baby, that's your fault because you never opened your mouth.
Thank you.
My grandmama told me when I was a little bitty kid, I walked in the kitchen one day and said, well, Grandmama, I see someone got something to eat. Yeah. Well, my grandmama looked at me and said, closed mouths don't get fed.
You should have told me you wanted me to eat it from the back. I might have been with it. But you didn't ask.
I understand.
Look at that question.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Look, Charlie.
What's that?
Seiko.
Come on.
Seiko.
Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. What is it, bro? Come on.
What size is your...
Let me tell Maseko something. You already left us once. You are not about to steal another soul. No. You gon' no.
Snatch and soul, baby.
What was the question?
Nothing, nigga. Nothing.
What you mean nothing? What the question, God?
He said, what size is your neck, Charlie?
Is my dick? I'm fucking get on my what?
Yo,
my
neck.
neck.
Your neck, nigga. See,
man, how big do it gotta be? Tell me how it gotta be.
It's gotta fit the collar.
Yeah, I just, oh my Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I don't understand this line of question. Is this an old people funny joke or what the fuck is this?
No, nigga, see like this. Oh, nigga. Oh, shit. Oh,
I don't understand. You gotta come straight to the point with me. I don't do all these riddles and shit.
I told you gotta fit the collar.
No. Be very okay. Hold on. Let me show them. All right, I'm about to show you. Yeah, let me show you, G. Hold on 1 second.
You was a fool, bro.
I'm serious, G, because it's either her just choking the fuck out you, right, with her hands,
or
yeah, no, I'm cool with her hands. I don't need no toys and all that.
Nigga, wait a minute, look at the screen, nigga. Or sis want to choke the fuck out. She's trying to find out what size your neck is. She trying to tell you, nigga. Yeah. You better know who you talking to on my show, nigga. This shit gets.
What size shirt you wear?
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? They know what they talking about. That's
okay. You probably could convince me to wear one of them.
What size shirt you wear?
2X.
2X, so you're about a 17 inches.
Okay, yeah.
18 at best.
Yeah, that kind of look fun to me right there.
Hey,
You
bro,
probably could
hold
convince
on,
me.
bro. Wait 1 second, bro. I gotta save you right now because I feel like they hoeing you out right now. These
I am a whore.
That's it for that, girl.
Charlie said.
How did we get from talking about the church earlier to I'm a whore?
You the one went to church. Go on.
Yeah, I don't fuck with church, bro.
You
the one went to church. They come to devil.
Turned into a full slut bag in 3 seconds. He said, "Well, shit, I am a whore." But that nigga look.
Hey, man.
Then once he recognized what he was, that nigga said, "Well, wait a minute. I think I don't know. Why don't you come and throw some measuring tape around this motherfucker and find out? Yeah. Does it matter if I extend my neck like?
Hey man. I'm with all that. I'm with all that. I'll try that.
Listen,
can we put pictures on your nipples?
Listen what I'm telling you, G.
You say what?
Can we put pictures on your nipples?
No, you're not. No, cannot do that.
Bro, listen what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I love Maseko and I love Kim to
What?
The-
I'm just asking questions.
these are the two original females that started the 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 version of the podcast that we got now, right?
Mhm.
I'm trying to tell you right now,
I'm
you
just
may
asking
want
questions.
to have every conversation off air because you really may not be ready for where the conversation may end up. And I'm telling you that as this is my sister, not nobody I never fucked with or nothing. This is my sister, and I'm telling you as my brother, nigga. I know how open you is, nigga. But you might this yeah, nigga, you might get asked a question in this motherfucking 3 seconds that you're not ready for. Like you might just drop your phone and pass out right there while you reading the motherfucking comment. Like I'm trying to tell you, it might be a comment that I can't even read. She's right now, she's this is her last comments. Laughing my butt off, neck, laughing my butt off again, and then she got 6 devil faces. I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I'm trying.
Bro,
Kim, would you like to talk to this nigga for one? No, no, no. This is time for you to shut up tonight. You've been talking real good. Kim, would you like to talk to him at all about what he thinks he's getting into?
No.
Oh, okay.
Surprise.
Okay. Now go ahead and say whatever you got to say, bro. And I understand. You might
bro, first of all, I'm with all the smoke, bro. I don't just be saying that shit, bro. I'm for real with it. It's nothing that scares me yet.
Well, I
Especially I
will
know,
tell you, you will get old.
especially I know woman and what they think they can do to me.
well,
It's
nigga,
not
let me
about
tell
it's
you something.
okay. I'm just gonna say
If she ropes you up the right way, nigga, what she can't do, she might be a different conversation.
he be
I'm
tapping
trying
on
to
I,
tell you.
somebody help.
no,
Hey
Go
Russ,
I
he
might,
get that bat signal.
I might like that, bro. I
Somebody
might
help.
like that.
He get that bat signal. Somebody help.
No, I might like that, bro.
Oh,
It's certain shit y'all
ahead.
don't know about my life that I would
That's cool. That's cool.
and
You ain't
I would enjoy.
hold on. Let me hold on. Let me just go ahead and switch this up because I think like Charlie's in the world by himself right now. I need to be up here with her. Um, yeah, nigga.
you with the vanilla people? Come on.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, like I ain't vanilla at all. You know me, but
Oh, it's just me then. Dang, I'm on
yeah,
the island of
but
myself.
nigga, yeah,
20
20 years.
years.
Yeah, just yeah, G. I'm trying to tell you, G.
20 years in the life I can handle myself. Trust.
G, I swear to God, if
She
she come on,
funny as hell.
oh my God, all right.
Huh?
This is what I would like. This is
Huh?
what I would like. This is what I would like.
Did you say funny?
Now,
I
I
see
would
you
like
funny. That's what I see.
on Thursday, not Tuesday, but on Thursday. I want her to call in next week on Thursday or Tuesday, whichever one she can. I want them to have a real conversation because I don't think he knows what the fuck. Yeah,
No idea.
You think bro?
We didn't
I
say
don't
you
know
was
what
scared.
you,
We not
bro.
saying you
I'm not,
scared.
bro,
No, no.
she
bro.
ain't said no that, G.
Bro,
That ain't what I
bro.
said. That
We
ain't what
not
I'm
I
saying
not
said.
no, bro. I'm not no pussy, and I'm not scared of nothing. Ain't nothing they can say to me or do to me that I'ma run from.
we
G,
not saying that.
Only thing you can't do to me is touch
I'm,
my ass. Can't
no.
touch my ass. We gonna fight.
Let me tell you.
Anything else that you can
Can we
have.
use a
Let
paddle?
me tell.
Can we use a
Let me
paddle?
let
No,
him
you're not
wait.
gonna be.
Now let me check. Let me get him ready for what he's getting into. I had a party one day and I did a live show. I had all my
Mhm,
guests at the crib that were
mhm,
from different places come to the crib and do the show, right? I don't even
mhm.
think Seiko was on the show, but this is a time where we were really having a lot of sexual conversations, a lot, right? So after the party ended, certain niggas from that show asked me some questions that I had to look at them and say, no, 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 no. Like,
Is that when
yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah. Mama Yoni, yeah. Oh, yeah. When everybody was in my crib, and we had a live show in my crib, and I'm talking about we turned it up that night. We got real live that night, and then after the show ended, I was asked a couple questions, and I had to say, wait a minute, let me tell you something. Uh, no, no, that will never happen with me. And this is the craziest part. I think they looked at it as just as, hey, can I do this to you? No, you
hey
can't.
Russ,
No.
Read that. Read that last.
You look at she know who I'm talking about. She just already typed the name. Crush. That's her name. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm.
Charlie, I got a
Yes.
statement. I got a statement for you.
Yes.
You got a what?
Now I said the 20 years in a life, and it said trust, and you said you funny, and then somebody said okay, happy. Then it says you won't run. I guarantee. I agree. Once I tie you down, you can't run.
Oh, see, y'all. All right, I'm done with y'all niggas. See,
Hey,
I'm
look
just
at
reading
him over
comments.
there salivating at the mouth like fucking to
are you
make
still
me.
driving?
I
No, I'm
can't
not.
even.
I'm on the bus.
He
I'm
talking
just reading comments.
Hey, hey, let me get you together, Miss.
Don't get me
Miss.
together.
Let me.
on the crush.
Whoever you read these questions from, man. So let
Okay.
me tell you something.
He said, "Let me tell you something."
I ain't running from shit. I ain't never ran from shit, right?
Well, according to
So,
this, you won't be able to run because you'll be tied down.
okay, all right, and like I said, I might like that. You don't
All
know
right,
if I like that.
all right. We out of here. It's 10 o'clock. Y'all
And you want
motherfuckers.
now you want to know? Hold on, bro.
Save the
I
show,
know this
Jesus.
your show, bro. I know this your show.
It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. We're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop this. We went an hour over time. Go ahead and get your little last thing out. He ready to check some shit. Go ahead and get your last
See,
thing out.
and if you want some smoke, or whoever want this smoke, um, I'm in Atlanta, right? And I will give you my address, and my number is 773-786. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa,
We
whoa, whoa.
ain't doing that online. No.
You want the rest of it? Come call. You know how to get in touch with me.
If you want this
But
nigga number to watch this shit, nigga, you just type a message right now in the comments, and then niggas gonna know it's me.
like I
Right?
like I say, whoever want this smoke, know where I'm at. I'm not running for nothing. You want to tie me up? Tie me up. Let me see what you got. But I
You
think
ain't
you
got
wolf.
so
I
if
think you
somebody
wolf. It
end
be a lot of wolfing going on, bro. A lot of cat.
That's selling wolf
somebody
tickets.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to say if somebody end up, doing taking you up on your offer and they end up fucking you up, I just don't want to be the nigga that said that you
No, they ain't
you
gonna end
gave
up fucking that. They gonna end up
I'm
pregnant
gonna get
fucking
that
with me.
number on. So when you go through that experience, nigga, you just gonna man up on that by yourself. I already felt it in the spirit. Y'all,
Hey man.
listen. And now,
Hey man,
now,
I came in this
I
motherfucker by
it's
myself.
10 o'clock.
I'll leave this
It's
bitch
an
by
hour
myself.
past the show, nigga. God damn it, I'm trying to get off the air. The time is 7 to 9. God
My
damn it, this
black
nigga
ass gonna be
is
the
gonna keep talking
videographer.
until goddamn it the time is over. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, y'all. Check us out on Tuesday for the Black Table and meet us
Mwah.
next fucking Thursday for another edition of the King's Court. It's me, your guy, the King, aka shut the fuck up, and my girl Queenie over there,
Gotta see that
aka
in front.
bitch, please. And that nigga downstairs right there, that
Sure.
nigga, aka like I don't really, I don't even know what to say about that nigga. All right, peace, y'all niggas. Y'all have a good night.